All right, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was an amazing entrance.
Oh my
Yeah, what
God.
the
you
fuck
all
happened?
doing?
Our intro kind of went cut short, right?
But yeah, because I pressed it and then it went live.
Yeah, I know, but you cut it short or what?
No.
No?
Did
Okay.
it go all the way to one?
Yeah, it went all the way to 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another dirty episode of DirtyFour podcast. I am Claudio Capri. This beautiful lady is Victoria Blair. We got Peter Bowen. We got Joy Laflamme. And, ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing guest. We have AC Valiante from the Otaku Comedy Club.
Show.
Yes.
God
Otaku
damn.
Comedy
Club.
Show.
How you
Thanks for
fucking this up
correcting me.
now? What's
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. So, ladies, all right. So, how you all doing? Everybody in the chat who is on Facebook, just go ahead on YouTube. If you didn't subscribe already, please go ahead and do so. Press the subscribe button because we've got crazy things happening every single day and week. We got crazy things happening every single week.
You okay
And
there?
yeah, I'm
Everything's
okay.
okay?
Yeah, everything's
Alright.
okay.
It's AC Valiente now. It's not a chick, so you don't have to feel shy.
Exactly.
Like
Or
a fucking
maybe
dog.
you're into it. Maybe you're into it. It's cool. It's
Yeah,
all right.
alright.
Yeah.
No
So
one's
this-
judging.
So this before
now
we,
officially, Claudio Capri is out of the closet.
Yeah,
Oh.
for third.
And
So,
he's in
guys-
he's in 2 closets.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Closet now,
'Cause-
okay.
Yeah, that's
so, guys, so how's everybody? How was your week? And what have you been up to today? Everyone, whoever wants to answer, you guys.
good.
people in the
Since
chat.
Amelie, Captain YOLO, Geeky, everybody in the chat, what is going down?
The fuck is going on?
There, no,
Peter was there on time just to say hi to you
yeah,
guys.
exactly.
He loves
Now
you
he's
so
gonna
much.
leave.
Now I'm gone. I'm gonna be late again.
Exactly. So, yeah, all right. So I hope everyone had a good week.
Fuh.
Oh, by the way, March 20. What is it? March 26th. The gyms are going to be reopened again.
Yeah,
So,
I heard.
yeah.
I'm
So
not
then
gonna
that means you know what? Restaurants are going to be open in the summer.
That's not what
So-
that means.
No, that means Pokemon gyms are open. Pokemon
Yeah.
trainers.
Just
Everybody.
a quick thing. There's Captain YOLO, aka Nikos, that is basically starting another show on IGTV, and I have only one thing to say about it.
What's
It was
that?
about motherfucking time. You prick.
See,
Yeah, exactly.
bullying does work. Yeah, we
Exactly.
bullied him
Bullying works.
we
Yeah,
bullied
yeah.
him on what day was it? Was it Friday?
It's
Friday,
I
yeah.
think it was
Yeah, I
Friday,
think
yeah.
so.
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
Joey bullied him first, and then we
Yeah.
bullied him on. So
and
crap.
then, and then yeah, because then I said something. I'm like, fucking do it, something like that. And then Peter sends a gif of a guy just taking a Christmas tree and just hitting I think it's his girlfriend or something.
no, that was for you. That was for you.
Oh,
I forget what you said. I forget what you said. I don't know what you
I
said.
don't remember. I remember. We see
You
a
said
lot
something,
of
and I was like, "What
yeah, a lot of fun things. So, Alex, so how you doing, Alex?
Doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. I just came out of a sugar-induced coma
Mhm.
the?"
today.
Oh, shit!
So my girlfriend and I decided that we were going to do a little brunch, and we ordered a Cabana Sucre box today.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. That was really fun.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Got to support our local businesses, you know.
Exactly.
What was
yeah.
in there? If people are not from Quebec, what did you eat? What's
So,
in
like-
a cabana sucre box?
Yeah, so it's basically pretty much everything you would get when you go to Cabana Sucre. So it was like the maple syrup, there was the jambon, the soupe au pois. You guys can tell that my French is not very good.
That's because he's too afraid to see pea soup.
Yeah,
It's soupe au pois, soupe au pois.
No, it's
My-
pea soup. It's
my
it just
very-
sounds more fancy when it's in French.
My
yeah,
very
but when
Quebecois
you
girlfriend.
eat it, you know it's not fucking fancy. So go on.
So did he put like a whole roast, like a nice like chicken, rice, and everything, and he just put maple syrup just to fuck
Rice,
Chicken and rice? I don't know, man.
on a cabana sucre. What cabana sucre you went to?
Yeah.
it up? I went to one that pissed me off, man. I had perfect eggs, I had perfect bacon, perfect toast. And they're like, and then the guy had the maple syrup. I'm like, please no, don't do it. And he's like fighting me, and then he pours it on my plate. I'm like,
He
what
has
the fuck,
to. He has
What?
to.
Yeah, but it's useless. At least fucking serve crepe or fucking pancakes.
Yeah, or
Exactly,
French
yeah,
toast.
Yeah, don't do a brunch with eggs and put fucking maple syrup over. It's
Yeah.
useless.
I know.
Yeah.
It's good.
Or
I don't
fucking
like
cook
it. I
with
don't know.
bacon, like smoke with maple wood or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Emily, what's up? What's going on?
Oh.
Melanie. I say Emily. Melanie.
I'm a-
Melody.
Yeah,
Oh, and,
right.
so then AC, did you go on horseback for the maple syrup packages or no?
You mean like I walked to the metro where we picked up the box? So yeah, I guess
that
so.
means no.
So, that's okay. That's all right.
Oh man.
That's
So,
the
Alex,
experience.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Alex, so how you been during this pandemic, man? What have you been up to? And you know,
Oh, I got
Well-
some questions for you. I got
Oh,
some.
yeah, I
boy.
know. I know.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
just
go
start
for it.
small, Peter, and then
I've been,
Acast.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've been trying to keep myself busy, watching a lot of TV shows, and
Mhm.
I really have to say, and we're gonna I know we're gonna talk about anime. It's like it's absolutely a mandatory thing, but like I just want to say, Netflix has really stepped up their game with their anime content over the last year, and I'm like really impressed with that. So I've been watching a ton of stuff on Netflix. Been binge watching that. Yeah. I've been playing some video games. I just finished Breath of the Wild. It's a Zelda game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been out for like 3 years, but I finally got around to playing it, and it was like really good. Like a good investment of like 200 hours.
Oh, that was nice. I was gonna say $200. I was like, "What's in the game?
No,
How much
200 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was $200. God damn.
to unlock this level?" Yeah, that's pretty good.
Exactly.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So,
How about you,
Yeah,
Claudio? What you been up to?
About that game.
oh well, podcasting, working on some jokes and working on some film stuff, but just praying that any day now we can go back to that normal thing we call a life, and then working with these awesome people, just trying to, not be weird. If that's an answer, but I am weird. But
You kind of failed though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Claudio,
I know
it's not
exactly.
gonna happen.
I know. No, but honestly, going okay. The anxiety, trying to overcome it, but you know how mental health is since our last 3 minutes.
So do it.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Stop
But-
trying.
That's
Do
it,
it.
man.
Don't be depressed
Exactly.
anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The fuck is that mean?
Exactly.
You ain't depressed. Fuck that.
There's a way, Claudio.
Exactly.
You're not trying hard enough.
Exactly.
Unless you're a rapist, then no will, please. No, that's just.
Oh fuck! We
There
did,
is no way.
man. This went 360 degrees in like a matter of minutes.
don't go all the way. That
Okay.
8 minutes, first rape jokes. I'm proud of my boys.
I was just gonna mention something.
I
like
beat
that.
Joey to it. I beat Joey.
God damn. We had 11 views, and then Peter, as soon as you mentioned that, we're down to 8 viewers. Motherfucker.
Oh wait, like they say in France,
What's that?
it's not rape if they're wet.
See, we're back to
What?
10. Joey brought it back to 10 because
No, we're on 9. We're on 9. Yeah, hold on, Alex. We have a question from Thompson. He goes, "What SNES games you into right now?"
How did you know that I'm into retro games? Like, how did you know? Like, do I give off a vibe that like,
The
Yeah,
casting,
pretty much.
yeah?
either
Um,
that or you kidnap kids.
Let's take the first one. Yeah, let's take the first one. I don't know. I haven't really played any Super Nintendo games lately, but yeah, it's been a while since I played the old school consoles. I played a couple of Steam games recently, and like they're big on the platformers. I started getting into Hollow Knight and Shovel Knight. They were really good.
Hey.
Oh.
Party
Yeah.
games.
Yeah,
Why don't you
Legend of
actually-
Zelda: Link to the Past. That's actually a really good one.
Yeah.
I played it a long time ago, but I have to get around to like redoing it because it's been a while. Yeah.
AC?
So
AC, call Shovel Knight what it is. It's Mega Man, okay? We all know it's Mega Man. Don't do this to us, all right? We know what it is. Come on, man.
I mean,
What
yeah,
is
there's
the
definitely the
game?
inspiration. Yeah.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Shovel Knight.
Thompson says he loves that one. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to ask you a question, okay? And you have to explain something to the fans, AC.
Oh,
So around the beginning of the pandemic, you were doing the anime workouts. You were
Oh,
doing
boy.
you're doing the One Piece work.
Oh,
Not One Piece, One Punch Man workouts.
Yeah, One Punch Man.
Holy shit!
And you were doing it for 30 days straight. Can you please explain to the fans what you were doing and why you're not doing it now?
Well,
Because he's merely a human. That's why.
was there a lot of
Because
punches?
we all know.
included
Yeah, we all
in-
know. Like fucking animes are we reasonable when it comes to physical prowess.
Yeah.
Yes.
And One Punch Man was truly inspirational for me, so I decided I'd try my best and give it a shot. It kind of goes back to what I was talking about, like how Netflix is stepping up their anime game over the last couple of months. And like at the beginning of the pandemic, there were a couple of shows that just came out, and I was like, I'm going to be watching these for a while. Like, let's do something fun with it. So in the show One Punch Man, the main character gets superpowers from training every single day. He does 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and he runs 10 kilometers, right? And by doing this thing, like that's very basic for insane amount of strength he gains afterwards. Like he becomes the strongest superhero ever, right? Without even trying.
Yeah, he trained so much that he lost all his fucking hairs.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that clearly didn't happen to me.
Yeah, obviously.
So what I did was I did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and watched 10 hours of anime every day.
That's fucking
good.
awesome.
That's good. And
at first it started off as a joke, right? But then I actually started getting into it, and it was like really fun. And like I kind of made a joke about like which show I was watching, So I was gaining superpowers along the way because that's what happens when you train like Saitama, right? You gain superpowers.
Yeah.
So slowly, and I think I really achieved my full form at the end of that. So
nice. Now you're a full weeboo. I like it.
Yeah. This isn't even my final form.
I moved back with my parents. No, we got
My parents moved with me.
Oh dear God, dear God. Oh man, no, but even Captain Yola's like, I will kill to have the gravity chamber from Dragon Ball Z train like Goku did during the season when they were fighting on Namek. God damn, man, the gravity chamber.
Yeah, I'd probably just use it to catch up on all the anime I've missed.
Oh man, I know. Thompson says the same thing. Have you tried punching a crab into pieces yet, AC? Thompson wants to know.
I mean,
God damn, that's like a fatality. Man.
That's a waste of food.
Well, I mean, in a way,
but that's how you crack it open, right? To eat it. No.
Yeah.
I mean, not alive. What do you say, Zarac?
Yeah, I was gonna say most of my my exercise involves mayonnaise. For those in the know,
that's true. Oh man,
What?
yo, are you still? Hold on, are you still with the mayonnaise phase, Alex?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man,
Okay, can you explain the mayonnaise thing that
please.
Claudio won?
Yes,
a roasting battle against you. About
Okay,
Alex,
yeah.
go ahead, please.
So like, I was on a roast battle against Claudio, right? And Claudio out of nowhere pulls this non sequitur. Like he's just like, oh, so he told this story about how my mom kicked me out of the house for putting too much mayonnaise on the hamburger once. And he just said it like that, like without any context, no joke, nothing. He just said that. And the audience was in complete shock, and he just won by shock. Like,
even Alex, sorry for cutting in, but even the judges were like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, I don't know, but you see, Alex. Like, I have to admit though, like we're roasting each other. Like, I had some okay roast for you, but then you kept coming back to you. Then round 3, I'm like, oh fuck, how am I gonna do this? And I'm like, and then I was shocked. I literally went, mayonnaise, and everyone just stops. And I'm like, well, Alex's mom kicked him out of his house, her house, because he put too much mayonnaise. And then they're like, everyone's like, where the fuck is he going with the story? But here's the thing though, when I won, I'm like, wait, did I just win against Alex?
Just for a mayonnaise story.
What the fuck is going on?
Sure, like the wording wasn't something like he put way too much mayonnaise on his meat.
No. There was no joke. There was no joke. Like
just
no
a burger.
Joke. He just stayed. And like it's a true story. So
explain the true story though. I don't understand what it.
Is it an Italian
you were stealing
thing?
your mom's mayonnaise or something?
No, that was the true story.
Like,
what, his mom is black or something? And
no,
she was grossed out?
I can see that.
There's
no
there's
son
no
of mine is
explanation.
gonna use mayo.
There's no explanation required for this.
You put ketchup on a fucking Jamaican patty. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
No, but
You have
guys,
no hot sauce in your pocket. You're not my son.
but that was the thing though. Like even Alex is shocked. He's like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck happened?" I'm like, "Yeah, what the fuck did happen?" I'm like, "That," and then the first wave of pandemic was happening. So I'm like, "All right, well, there's not going to be a next round." I'm like,
Yeah,
"All
I
right."
wanted to get you back for that one, Claudio, because
Well,
that
you
was
will.
yeah.
You
Don't
will,
worry.
man.
Next
You
time we
will.
do a roast battle or something like that.
My birthday
I would love
roast.
to
My
get
next
you.
birthday. Yeah, my next
Oh,
birthday
yeah.
roast. Yeah. Oh, you have to, man. You have to. Because speaking of that, because when we had the Peter, you were there too. When we had the offbeat birthday roast,
Yeah.
like I was
when
tipsy,
I
and at the
bombed,
end, no, you didn't bomb. But I'm like, I turned to everyone. I'm like, so this is the best fucking roast you guys ever had. Like, what the fuck is this? And then, but no, it was fun. But no, but you didn't bomb. You just, you didn't.
bombed.
No, you didn't, Peter.
Oh,
No.
no,
Trust me.
no,
Yeah, shut the fuck up. You
It
didn't
was
bomb.
like shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Are you
Oh.
pitching for a comic character? Is that it?
Peter,
Shit,
is
man.
that it? Yeah, Peter. Is
Shit,
that
man. Can I be?
Shit, man.
No, you know what I want to be? I want to be Noob on Noob
On the Rick and Morty? Yeah. Why is that?
Wait, he just keeps coming down. He's like, God damn! That's all he says. The whole time.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that.
True.
That's
That's the
awesome.
highlight of some Rick and Morty episodes. God damn! Oh,
God
fuck.
damn.
Holy shit! Oh,
Yeah,
man,
he just
nah.
comes in. He's like, you have to clean up the shit, Noob. God damn!
Who the fuck is Nudu Thompson?
Well,
It's character.
Do yourself
from,
a favor, go on the internet and download all the Rick and Morty. That's
Yeah.
one of the best adult
good.
comics out there, excluding hentai.
yeah.
Duh, that's
Wow.
true.
That's true. There you go.
Well, yeah.
So so Alex, so what made you fall in love with anime? You know, like
Yeah, speaking of hentai, right?
yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's the best answer.
Oh
Oh,
man,
shit.
anime is something
Oh.
I. Yeah, exactly. I was. So
Yeah, at the end. Sorry. Yeah, Thompson. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
so anime is something I've been exposed to from like a pretty young age.
Mhm.
I mean, I was watching YTV like everybody else. I was watching like Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I didn't. And Pokemon. Pokemon was really big back in the '90s. Like when I grew up there, everybody was collecting
Oh, yeah,
Pokemon
for sure.
cards. But like, I know, boo.
Digimon. No, I'm joking.
Pokemon was more complex in its story, you know, like it had a better story, but like Pokemon was more sellable, you know.
That's very true.
Uh,
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Till this
But
day.
anyway, yeah, exactly. So
And there was always like that fucking aftertaste after watching Digimon that it was kind of a knockoff of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so like I was saying, so I got into anime pretty young, but like I didn't really know what it was until like later after high school. And funny enough, it was Andrew Cardazzi who brought me to my first anime convention. He brought me to the Otaku-thon, and I was like, "What is this place? It's so crazy! Like, I didn't think I'd see so many cringy people in one place, but it was great, and I felt like I belonged, you know." And so I started getting into it, and seriously,
That's Dave, by the way.
All
That's Dave.
collection.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This is Dave.
The fatal switch guy. Okay. makes
Yeah.
sense.
That was a long time ago. Like I'm too far in now, you know. Like that's not enough for me right now, you know.
Fuck off, Dave. No, I'm kidding.
No, I
Yeah.
want to keep him around. He's so fucking funny.
So keep going, Alex.
Yeah, so it was really only after high school that I started getting into it like for real, and like I watched Death Note and I was hooked,
Mhm.
and I started really getting into it after that. So
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And
I
then
feel like for me too, Death Note was the point where it's like you can't not like Death Note, and then you just want more after that.
yeah. I mean, like I already knew what anime was kind of like. I and then Death Note kind of just solidified it. I was like, oh my god, what is this amazing show? Like I want more of this, you know.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're like I feel so old, man.
hmm.
I feel so old. You're like
What do you
Death Note.
mean?
I'm all like oh freaking Inuyasha, yeah, and I'm like nah.
Oh, I
man.
love Inuyasha.
Ah, yeah, same thing.
Yeah, like I liked
You
it,
like
and then
Inuyasha, Joey?
No, not Inuyasha, but
Ah.
about like the old animes where like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, me it was Dragon Ball. Like I
Yeah.
used to really love Dragon Ball.
you know what? I I watched Dragon Ball, but I didn't know it was like a Japanese thing. I thought it was like an American show. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I don't know what it is, but I'm watching it. It's like an
Yeah.
American fucking.
Oh,
But
back in the 90s, there were that big wave of fucking Japanese animes. That was really crazy. Even like the French show we have, like we had a show called Sous le signe des mousquetaires, which was a French production, but the animation were made by Japanese.
Yeah, you had a lot of French shows like that. I remember
Yeah.
like Totally Spies. Totally Spies.
They were also
Remember.
back then Sous la Stellar, which was a Japanese anime, but like with a collaboration with a French studio or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it had a lot of influence. Then you had like Teen Titans and all those type of like shows that like kind of just mimicked it. But like I remember Dragon Ball. I remember when Sailor Moon just came like over, and I was just like, yeah, Sailor Moon on YTV. Then I'm like, oh, this show sucks. Like, who the hell's the guy with the rose? Like, what the fuck?
He was Tuxedo Mask.
Like,
All right.
no, I knew his name. I just remember he came in and he'd be a huge monster and he'd shoot a rose and they're like, ah, I'm like, really?
Oh, man,
a rose? Like,
man,
what?
Tuxedo Mask, is it that useless guy in fucking Sailor Moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, like as Peter mentioned, like there's a big monster. The Sailor Moon and her crew, they have trouble being a monster. Tuxedo Mask comes out of nowhere with a rose, and then the monster just like dies suddenly.
Not really
he's like,
dies.
My work here is done, and just like
He just leaves.
What work? You did nothing.
Exactly.
You act like one of those fucking bureaucrats working for the government.
There it is.
Yeah.
They only go after high school kids.
My work is done. What the fuck? You slept all day?
Yeah, I know. So Alex, so with your love of anime, so how did you and Andrew, come up with the Otaku Comedy? Like, what made you both think of, hey, you know what, this actually sounds cool, and it came true. Like, how did you guys do that?
So that's a good question. So basically, Andrew and I were practicing comedians for like maybe about 3 years at the time, right? So we were really like getting into comedy, and we're both huge weebs. Like we're really into anime, and we noticed that there was a lack of anime related comedy, and we're like, you know what, man? Why don't we do it? Like, why don't we just start a comedy show? Like everybody else is doing comedy shows. Like maybe we could do something different, you know? Like I mean, I'd heard a couple of people make jokes about anime, but like it's not something that you hear often at a comedy night, you know, at an open mic or whatever. So it got us thinking, and we were like, you know what, maybe we should do a theme show about anime. And I know, I know it's kind of like a bit cringy in a concept, but like it actually really it was something that we really wanted to try out. And we started in a small room, and it just like. We loved it, and we decided, you know what, fuck it, let's keep going. And that's what. Well, I mean, like, that's what really got us into it.
Nice. Okay.
But when you went to, let's say, you went to Anime North, did you see any of those type of comedy shows there?
Okay, so yes and no. So like, when it comes to comedy shows, there was one comedy show that we really liked. They were called, and a shout out if any of them are watching.
Yeah.
The 404s. So they're an improv comedy group, right? And so kind of like whose line is it anyway, but with like a bunch of nerds, right?
Okay, got it.
And like I really like Andrew and I were huge fans of these guys for like a very long time. Like we've been like since we started going to Otakuthon like in 2008 or whatever, 2009, and so we're like, you know, there's already a comedy show at the Otaku Comedy show. Sorry, at the Otakuthon and Anime North, but they don't do stand-up comedy. You know, so like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like we were
pretty much more like a variety show or something, right?
Yeah, and it's really funny. It's like these guys are really brilliant. These guys.
Okay.
So I have to give them props for that, you know. But no stand-up comedy shows. Like there was like nerdy burlesque shows that were really cool too.
Really?
Okay. That were kind of funny as well.
How does that look like though? Like I'm really curious to see how it looks like.
Like people dress up like cosplay. People cosplay as characters that, you know, like they cosplay and they crossplay. So there's like a lot of where like, you know,
it's
like
a triple play. It's a triple play.
Or like they gender bend and stuff like that.
You know,
Oh, okay. So you
burlesque, they're
were
wearing
wearing
a
like
costume, so.
Sailor Moon stuff.
Or a Madoka cosplay. You know, that would be crossplay. Technically.
Okay. We have to talk about this Madoka thing. You have to explain this Madoka. this Madoka thing? Like, what's your obsession with this character?
Okay, so
Your mom's boyfriend. That's how I'm cosplaying at. There you go.
Okay, all right, all right,
All right,
Shots
no.
fired, man. God,
Yeah,
man,
no,
man.
because Rahul asked Joy who are you cosplaying as right now. So Joy just answered Rahul's question, so it's normal.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So
By the
Alex,
way, you can start calling me daddy right up to now.
Just like hentai.
exactly. Yeah, no. So
Big
yeah.
brother, fuck me in the pussy.
So
Okay, that got weird. That got weird.
yeah,
I know, right?
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's
That-
hentai
Can we
for
go
you,
back
man.
to our regular
And
That's
it's
true.
Go
always
back to
like
what
big
AC
brother,
was
fuck
saying.
me, and
Yeah.
that's fucking weird.
yeah. So
What
now we
was I
start
talking
doing
about?
that for real.
you talking
Cosplay.
about
Do you ever cosplay, AC? Do you have?
So okay, oh yeah, so you wanted to know about the whole Madoka story?
yes,
okay.
and then
Exactly, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
then you can
So-
explain.
So okay, so it's kind of it started as an inside joke. So my friends and I are like, okay, so we have this inside joke that it's my birthday every time we go to a convention.
Yeah, I
okay?
remember.
And they also like for some reason decided that they decided that I loved Madoka. Okay, like I actually like the show. Like I think it's a really good show, but it's not my favorite show ever. But they all just collectively agreed that that was my best, like my favorite show ever. And every time we go to a convention, they would find ways to like surprise me for my birthday and give me stuff related to Madoka. So like they would give me birthday gifts, like legitimate, like really good birthday gifts, but Madoka related. And hey, what's up, Ange TV show?
Angie?
And
Yeah.
but yeah, that was so it started like that, right? And then when we were doing the Otaku Comedy show, we're like, okay, let's just kind of roll with this whole Madoka thing. It was still like what if you dressed up as the Madoka guy as a joke, right? Like we made a couple of jokes about how I had an inappropriate amount of love for the show, and
Okay, what this show is about?
yeah, okay, you're gonna okay.
Like
Yeah.
I don't understand like the whole premise of the story being inappropriate for you to like this show too much.
So it's not
If I can zoom up. I don't think I can zoom in.
like on first glance you think it's going to be like a show it's like a magical girl show, right? You think it's
Yeah.
going to be one of those classic like Sailor Moon kind of things, right? But it's actually pretty serious and like
I have a theory about Sailor Moon, by the way.
okay,
Oh, yeah?
well
Go on with your story, and I'll tell you my theory about it.
Okay.
yeah, so to the people who don't like really know about it, like they think it's just like this girly anime, right? Like it's something that okay, just cute little anime girls like using magical powers and there you go. But it's actually way more serious than that. Anyway, so they thought it would be really funny to be like, check this guy out. He watches stuff because it has like little anime girls. And I'm like, okay, but
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But you know what?
So-
You know what, AC? Because I agree with you. Like there's certain ones you see them, you're like, okay, it's just like a magical little girl thing. I think it was like Magical Girl Nanaka or something like that. And I remember I forget I'm probably botching the name. But then there was like an episode. I think I said it before. There's an episode where there's a sniper. He had like this backstory. He's like, oh, I don't want to snipe anymore. And I'm like, why is he in a magical show? And I'm like, anyway, whatever. So all of a sudden, you see like he has a hostage situation, and then there's like this little girl like getting held by this other dude, and then he shoots the girl in the eye. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is a magical girl anime. Like, what is this, man? And then you see like the girl like years later, she's like a hero all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, okay, this is anime.
I want to watch it for all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Just for that
sounds
scene, when that scene
really
is
good.
done, I'm like just giving it up. Fuck it.
How do you spell it?
I have to find. I don't even remember. I have to find it. I'm pretty sure there's like.
Oh, sorry, go on.
What are you saying, Joey? What are you saying?
No, sorry, go on.
No. Wait.
I was just about to say my theory about Sailor Moon.
Let's do it.
Okay, so my theory about Sailor Moon, it's not a show for girls, it's a show for guys. Because when you look at it, like the aesthetic looks like a aesthetic for girls, but don't get misunderstood because the codes and everything they do, it really looks like a fucking shonen. So in terms of like the narrative and everything, really looks like a shonen, but basically it looks like a fucking magical girl. So they want to appeal to the two fucking demographics.
No, yes and no, because the thing is like the way they sell it in North America seemed like a shonen. Like it
Yeah,
seemed
yeah,
like
yeah.
shonen. But if
It
you
is.
watch it in the original, like the original thing, it's like completely different. Like
Okay.
when I watch like Metabots here, it's like intense. Like it comes in and they just make their own music, sort of like Metabots, and he's like they're shooting and everything like every 5 seconds. When you watch it in Japanese, it's like this weird like kid
It's
like
just
music.
Gundam on ice.
No, it's like a kid thing. They're like da 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 da, and then these kids singing. I'm like, what the? I'm like, what the fuck? This is
heck?
so what the? But,
Yeah, I know it's completely. Yeah, I know it's completely different because since you bring that up, like
Jesus
even
Christ,
Digimon,
bro.
right? Like
Yeah.
Digimon in Japan versus Digimon here in North America, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, holy shit! Like Agumon, like in North American, like they made him too, like I would say nice, but in like Japan, like he's just like one mean fucking whatever he is, like dinosaur. Just Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man! Like
yeah,
but-
like I remember.
but
He,
a fr-
sorry,
no,
what
go
you
ahead,
saying?
go ahead.
No, I
Oh.
interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. This is
Yeah.
the beauty
No,
of
'cause, like,
virtual
I
So
shows, man.
Canadian.
Yeah.
I hate the delay.
That,
No, 'cause, like,
that's
like
the
when you
delay,
see-
yeah.
Because when we see like you said, when Japanese like it's just like they're just like talking, so like whatever the dialogue is the dialogue. But here in the dubbing thing, like I guess they just told a bunch of guys, okay, you have to like pretend to be animals, and they're like, what the fuck? Like okay, did
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
So
I
maybe
know.
the Fantasia shit they do at the beginning of the movie do the same thing.
yeah, exactly. So then you'll have lines like Sora, your love is making me stronger. It's like what the fuck is this? What the fuck?
Exactly.
No.
or like an intense scene, right, with a bad guy in a Digimon. Like in Japan, man, like even if you have subtitles, it's like, oh shit, this Digimon's gonna kick the bad guy's ass. But in the North American version, you have like you took everything away from me. I'm like, what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on? Like, is this Digimon gonna shit its pants, or is it gonna fucking what's going on? Like, see, that's the thing. Like a friend of mine was saying, it's like in North America they make animes look like very way too
Like-
nice.
Well, like the American, let's say there's a famous one that people make fun of. It's like in Pokemon, Ash is going down a hill, and then a bunch of his rice balls come out, and in the Japanese, in Japanese, he's all like, "Oh, shoot my food, my rice balls." But in the American version, he straight says, "Oh, my donuts." It's like, dude, those are not donuts. Like,
No, that doesn't have the same taste to begin with.
exactly. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What the-
remember it in French they were saying like donuts in French like beignet.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Because they don't think people will know what rice balls are, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or they look more delicious like that because when I eat that, I'm like, hey, is that thing that they were eating in Pokemon? And when I eat that, it's like, there's no fucking way to donut.
Oh man.
Just joking. Yeah.
So sorry, Victoria, we're gonna mention.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you about everyone actually subbed or dubbed.
Sub or dub?
Oh, come on, really?
AC depends.
Like,
It depends.
okay. Rule of thumb is definitely subbed. Like rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there are some exceptions that are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like for example, I don't know if you ever watched the show Golden Boy.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know what it is.
In English,
Okay.
I watch it in English. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You have to watch it in an English dub. It is hilarious because
I heard
like
about that.
there's a few exceptions where like the voice actors just don't take the anime seriously at all, so they just kind of like start like ripping on it instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but they take it slightly seriously, and it's just amazing. It's just you have to see it to understand how hilarious it is.
Yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh! I agree with you. Yu-Gi-Oh! When you see it in Japanese, it's like, okay, they try to make it serious, but when you think about the show, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like it's just a card game, but like obviously, but like when you hear it in English, like Seto Kaiba, I'm like, there's no way, like, like this guy was just having fun. I love this dude. You'd be like, it's like if you know what, if there's any intellect in space, they have to learn how to play a card game. It's like, why? Why the fuck? Like, what the hell?
Well, I mean, you see, for me, Alex, you're not the only one who asked this question, but for me, I take it as obviously I'm gonna go with subbed, right? Because if you want to learn like another language, watching an anime or even like a foreign film, watching it subbed would be the best way to go because you're learning another language while you're reading the English dialogue.
Did you watch a lot of animes?
Not really.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like for example, like I'm
You're
using
like
this for
Japanese
example-
films and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Whatever you watch, always with sub if you don't
Exactly.
understand the
Yeah,
language.
no, like oh man, like for example, I was watching this Italian film and they dubbed it in bad English. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like in Italian's like, hey, io t'ammazzo. But in English, like, hey, me, I will kill you. I'm like, well, yo, who the fuck wrote? Is this a guy from Saint Leonard? Like, who wrote
Yeah.
this? This is Massimo who's writing this? Like,
They forgot the
but-
bro at the end.
Yeah, I
man.
know exactly. Yeah, but you know,
But yeah,
but then-
Massimo writing on his fucking typewriter or
Yeah,
something,
exactly.
then dropping a full bottle of scotch and opening another one,
exactly.
typing.
like there's a show that I that I watch, because usually I watch it subbed, but on television it's called Gomorrah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good show.
that's really good. But yo, Jared watch it in English. I'm like, because it was a movie, right? It was a movie about the main character, and it's called in Italian it's called L'Immortale, but in English this is decided to call it His Life, and it came out in English, and then I'm like,
What?
yeah, and I'm like, what? And then this guy never spoke English, so you'd assume, oh shit, this guy's gonna be talking English for his first time. But man,
Oh wait, that movie, L'Immortale, what's it about?
it's a story about Ciro Di Maggio. Like, okay, so basically, something happens to him at the end of season 3 of Gomorrah, but it
Okay.
explains his life. Like before he became, he worked with the Italian mob family,
Yeah.
and then after, right? So it explains.
okay.
So that's the thing. So, but then like just the bad dub English is like, yes,
Hey,
will.
bada bing, bada boom.
but I'm like, yo, this is overhyped up, and I'm like, this is really bad. So that's why, like, going back to what you were saying, I prefer sub, man. Because if you're gonna watch an original movie, even if it's French as well, I prefer to watch it in the original language, and then I'll read the subtitles. So that's for me.
Hey, wait a minute. Victoria, what do you pick?
Oh, it's obviously subbed unless I'm like doing something else and I can't look at the screen. But
Then learn Japanese.
I tried, but I can't. I don't know. It doesn't. Also, like I think they're using a different. Are they using the same Japanese in animes as they would? Like you wouldn't talk in the street like that to a
No,
Japanese
Obviously
person.
not.
No.
Think about it that way. Do you think like people you watch on TV are there a good reflection of how people speak in the streets?
No, I guess not.
There
Well,
you
I
go.
mean,
But I mean,
hold
the
on.
intonation
Do
is
you
like
really
crazy.
think that a Japanese would come to you and speak like the watashi wa, like really intense
That would
way?
be really cool.
Except
That's-
one Japanese
I would
guy
like
did Joey. One guy did do that to me, and I was
Oh, really?
I was flipped out. I flipped out. Like I was in Japan, and like everyone's like saying like Ohio gozaimasu. Like, even the old guys were like Ohio gozaimasu. I'm like, oh, that's cool. then I saw this dude, and he had his like suitcase in like legit like a main character like behind his back, and I'm all like Ohio gozaimasu. He's all like, he looks at me all angry, and he's all like Ohio gozaimasu. I was like, what the fuck? Who's that guy? I like him. He's
Oh,
awesome.
the
shit.
guy was just tired of his date. It's like another one of those.
Oh, man.
Yes,
He was maybe
foreigner.
about to kill himself in that forest, so you don't know that.
Probably. So,
Oh my god.
oh, man.
Hi,
Maybe that
Joey.
was the exact guy that got paused with like Logan Paul or something.
God, Jesus Christ.
Like Peter watched him and it's like, oh, it's that guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, AC. Sorry about that.
So
Why did
Alex,
Oh.
Yeah. Like I could just imagine someone just sneaking up behind someone in Japan being like, "Oh my wabo shinderu," you know, like
Exactly.
yeah,
I'll
that would
flip
be
out.
creepy.
I'll flip out. But actually, they have. If you go in Electric City, there's like a lot of like maids and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of maids that come out and they have cat ears and they be like, oh, so like they're all doing their like cat thing. Yeah, because they're trying to get you to the cafe. So
Yeah.
Oh.
But the thing is, the cafes are fucked up because they're like in alleyways. So they're like, yeah, follow me. And it's like this dark alleyway. I'm like, fuck you. Like, no, get out of here. Like, no. Man.
Oh yeah, because a girl with cat ears is gonna, everything's gonna be okay if you trust her, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So Alex, going back to your otaku, your otaku comedy. So
Yeah.
what was the bad experience you've experienced at these shows?
What is the worst experience?
Yeah. What is the worst?
experience?
Yeah. What is
No. AC, you answer that first question. What is the bad experience?
Yeah,
of
the bad
worst
That
experience
is
of you?
worst,
The
good,
bad of the bad.
worst experience that make you sad experience.
No, like
Before it goes, Jess Sorrell, it's 9:10 p. Oh no, AM.
AM.
How you doing?
Don't forget the Earth is flat, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, no. So Alex, so what was the worst experience you experienced at the Otaku Comedy show?
To answer Gabriel's point, no, it wasn't. That wasn't the worst one. You were actually pretty funny.
Oh, so I'll be. Oh yeah, it's true. Gabriel also did your show. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
man, no,
Definitely,
man, no.
definitely not the worst experience at my show. I'll
so
just
what
give you
was
that. Okay, so it was my first the first time we ever did the Otaku Comedy show, and there were these guys that showed up that looked like they were out of One Piece.
Okay.
Like the guy was wearing a floral blazer, like that was open, right?
Yeah,
and I think he
okay.
had like a straw hat or something.
Mhm.
Like he seriously looked like an extra from One Piece, and
Okay.
he was just drunk, and like because of the place that we were at, we were like allowing people to bring drinks. It was like anyway, and so like this guy was heckling us for a good part of the show, right? So like I mean it was bad, but it wasn't like the worst thing ever. Like I don't know, we haven't really had like some bad experiences. Nothing that's like really like yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
What do you mean by God?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
What you-
yeah,
what did
You
Gabriel.
guys
that's-
did a 69 or something?
Yeah,
I
Gabriel,
don't
you have to
understand.
explain. Okay, cool.
Oh, what did you do in those papers? Those dirty
Oh,
papers.
God
Man
damn.
can never be hot. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that doesn't
Oh,
be
shit.
intense. That's gonna be
cool.
really intense.
That's what it is. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
So, top animes right
Yeah,
now. What do you
top
got?
10.
yeah.
Okay, top
We
10
wanna know.
animes you guys have. You have
Right
Alex.
now that you
My-
were watching.
Even people in the chat. What are your top 10 animes that you like?
Hentai's included.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys included?
Yeah.
Okay,
You guys
so
know the name
Bible
of the
Black.
hentai.
You're not kidding. Valkyrie something where it makes me feel bad for masturbating to girls getting fucked by monsters.
It makes you feel bad. So why do you still masturbate then?
I'm like, oh fuck, what the
Why
fuck
do
am
I
I
know what
watching?
you're
My cock
talking
getting
about?
stuffed and I'm like,
Oh, you're gone. Yeah,
man,
Victoria,
I'm
the
a
fact that you're
monster.
laughing. dude,
I'm one of them.
Oh,
So-
man.
So Joey, we occasionally do a hentai show once in a while. If ever you're interested in sharing your expertise with a crowd that's more focused on that, hit me up.
Hey.
I never thought I'd get booked on one anti-show during that podcast. You have to see it to fucking believe it.
You were born to do that, said Joey.
Oh, for
Oh
sure.
man, it's a good show, man. But they really know about their hentais, man. It's
Yeah, I'm going to make my regular pedophile jokes, but imagine their cartoons.
regular. It's called loli.
Yeah, they're little-
Exactly,
Hold on.
exactly.
Or is it?
Yes.
Am I saying it wrong, AC?
Lolly,
Lolly. I'm saying it wrong.
Loli, I don't know.
I thought it
Yeah.
was loli like lolitas.
All right, Alex. So
But
go
yeah,
ahead.
so my
Please.
top 10 anime. Oh man, that's a hard question. I've seen so many shows. Like top 10. I can't put them in any like particular order because like I don't know. But,
You don't want to draw hate. Yeah, I got it.
that's just it. So I would say Death Note was definitely up there. I really like Gurren Lagann.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's Evangelion was in my top.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one that's kind of like Evangelion that I really like as well. It's called Bokurano.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's like
never heard of it. No.
imagine if Evangelion had kind of a like it was imagine if it was more depressing than Evangelion.
Didn't the guy commit suicide after Evangelion?
No, he almost did. The writer almost did that.
God damn.
But then he came back and wrote the final episode of Evangelion, and it sucked. But then he was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make 4 movies to try to understand, try to explain that." Yes, Devilman Crybaby was awesome. Yeah, that was a great series.
I heard about that. I didn't watch it though. I heard my buddy kept telling me to watch it. No,
Yeah, where are we at? Like we're like 5 now.
Yeah, 5.
I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
You have another 5 to go.
You're a big boy. You can do your count yourself.
Oh boy, I really like Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still-
Okay.
Like it still hits all the notes today. You know, it's
Injiro
still very,
Watanabe for the win.
yeah. I really like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
it kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it to be so good, but everyone's like the joke is like, oh, watch JoJo, and I was like, okay, what's it all about, right? And I started watching it. And I was like, holy shit, this show is awesome. Like,
it is jokes. It is jokes.
Yeah, it's just so good. I'm still, although I haven't pirated it. I'm still waiting for the next. I was hoping that the next season would be up on Netflix, but unfortunately, so I might have to like go on Crunchyroll or something like that and watch it there.
Did you hear that Funimation's taking over? They're trying to buy out Crunchyroll.
Right, I heard about that. Yeah.
So Sony's they're gonna fuck up Crunchyroll too, man.
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ, man.
So okay, you're at 7, right? You're at 7.
Yeah. 7. You have 3 more to go.
Oh boy. Geez.
Shoot, man,
I really like Full Metal Alchemist. Is definitely Brotherhood.
Brother.
Although the original was really good too, and the fact that the creator was involved in both shows is like, it's a huge plus in my books.
Speaking of Full Metal Alchemist, I saw that memes where you have I have a pen and I have an apple pen, but he said something like, I have a little girl, I have a dog, and then you have the picture of the monster. That's so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's what happened in the show.
Yeah, exactly. That's fucking funny.
Vicky's like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, there's a guy that like mixed the DNA of his girl to a dog, and she became a dog girl, and that made me laugh so hard.
Show Tucker or something like that.
That's like the saddest.
I'm like those fucking Japanese, man.
Oh, Trigon's a good one.
Trigon's definitely up there.
I never watched it. I've seen. I know what it is. I never watched it though.
Oh, it's fucking good. I love it.
Yeah, it's got some like Cowboy Bebop vibes, like kind of like you could tell that it's a similar style, but like it's great.
It's Cowboy Bebop meet Mad Max.
Yeah, or Hokuto no Ken, like Fist and North Star, kind of like that.
Oh, Fist and North Star,
yeah.
You're already dead.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I get excited.
You got shocked.
That's cool. All right, Alex.
Funny you mentioned Fist and North Star there. One of my friends got me something really exclusive from Japan. Did you know that they make Fist and North Star condoms?
Really?
I'm not surprised.
Oh shit!
Considering it's Japan.
Yeah.
Oh man! Next time I bang a girl, that's what I'm doing. What?
Hey, he's going to get them.
Oh wait.
Oh,
you, man,
show us
Alex
that. That's fucking awesome.
That pussy's already dead, dude.
Dude, you guys can see
Well, you got it.
We can't see. We can't.
It's too
see
bright.
It's too bright. Yeah. It's too
Are
bright.
you planning to use them?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh,
It's
no.
like you're keeping them in the collector's.
Yeah, no, your light is kind of blocking.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Put
Okay,
it closer. Put it closer.
Put it closer to the camera. Put it closer. Yo, that's it.
Oh,
These are
God,
condoms.
damn.
Holy shit!
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold
Alpha
on.
killed me.
You're
It
already
says-
pregnant.
Yeah.
Come on, Alex, show
Alex,
it
go
again.
for it. Go for it. Show it again.
Show it
There you
again.
go.
Oh God damn.
Oh wait. Oh no, it's still shiny. It gets no. See what happens with the ring lights, Claudio. You see what happens. There it is.
There we go.
It just says hard on the
Oh my
top there.
god.
That is perfect.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
because Kenshiro he only fucked hard.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I love every episode. He just like rips his shirt out, and then the next episode he gets a shirt. It's like, where did you get that shirt from, man?
No, man.
I can see a porno spoof of that. Like you have it's like the best prostitute in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
and like when she's about to fuck, like she's like throwing her superpower, like she's getting undressed, like because of her key or something. And
Yeah.
then when the guy comes, it's like you already came.
But Alex, my concern is why is that still wrapped?
Well, it is a collector's item, and as far as
okay.
I'm concerned.
I understand.
Goddamn, Claudio. So, okay, have you watched Fist of the North Star? Either of you, Claudio or Victoria?
No, I mean,
Fish of the North Star.
I mean,
No.
obviously, because Alex and I have
The
mutual
North Star,
friends.
yeah.
Yeah, because Alex and I have mutual friends. So whenever I would hang out with him, he's like, "Oh man, I saw Fist of the North Star, man." I'm like, man,
No, not fisting of the North Star.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah,
Claudio
yeah.
heard fist and he was like, "Yes, I have to watch this show."
I can see a portal spoof with Claudio fisting women. Like you already shouted.
No, but Alex and I have like mutual friends, so they talk about that. I'm like, yeah, God, I have to watch this one day.
So pretty much it's like not Mad Max, but like a post-apocalyptic place,
Huh?
and then he's a martial artist trying to get his fiance back because someone's
Yeah.
banging his fiance for no reason, and then
Well, there's plenty of good reason to bang his fiance. Like, first of all, she's hot, and the guy's a fucking asshole.
In that specific order, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
but then he uses pressure points to like fuck you up. So
Yeah,
he'll-
exactly.
he'll like hit you, and then he'd be like, "You're already dead," and then also you get like a freaking hematoma, and then it just blows up. And-
That's one of those cases where the manga is better than the anime because the anime kind of feels at some point that it's fucking dragging.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
it did feel like that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it was like, I guess I saw it unabridged, so I just loved it. I just loved it because it made more sense to me with the abridged. It was just like,
Yeah.
because like he's just a dumbass and he's all like just going around like, it's like, I just want to fuck up somebody. He's like, I love this guy. Like, I love this.
But he made another manga series where it's a cyborg on some remote planet. I've read it like some years ago. I was still in Quebec City, and it's fucking good. I don't remember what it is though. I think it's Blue Cyborg or something. It's
Blue
the
Cyborg.
same fucking style. You can see like it's the same drawing style.
No, that's
Yeah.
interesting. No, I didn't.
Pretty
No, I
good.
didn't see that. There's a couple of like animes that I thought like there's some animes like
Hmm.
obviously they do like the 12 episodes. They do 12 episodes to try out an anime, and if it doesn't work, they just like cancel it. There's one called Gantz, and I remember the manga.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
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 That
yeah.
one-
That's fucking violent.
Yeah, it was violent as shit. I was like, oh shit. Like the manga, people loved it, but I don't know how they fucked it up with the anime. And they
Yeah.
went violent there too. They went
Yeah.
violent, it just
Yeah.
didn't work.
Speaking of shows like that, there's one that there's a manga that I absolutely love. It's called Berserk.
Oh, well,
yeah.
everybody
I'd
does.
say it's up there with like the best manga ever written, right?
Yeah.
But the
Uh,
style
in
of
my
drawing
opinion.
is so amazing. Like the
Oh,
guy,
man.
he's got to be the best mangaka when it comes to
Yeah.
draw textures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just wonderful. You have to read it. I highly
Mm.
recommend it. Like, if you have to have a strong stomach to tolerate like the gore and shit like that. But
And the
nowadays, like
rapes,
it's pretty jarring. Like for people who are not used to like seeing that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
but yeah, Berserk is definitely one of those shows that like did the manga bad. You know, like it was just
yeah.
oh man.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
even get me
even
started
though,
with
like the anime was fucking violent and everything. Like there were some part they were cut off, like the part where fucking Guts got sold to another mercenary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Guts has to like I think he has like the most metal birth like I've ever heard. Like,
Oh yeah, right.
like he was born from his dead mom. He was born dead in a battlefield from his
Yeah.
dead mom.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
so do you find that or Conan to be more like, because Conan, I think his mom gave birth to Conan while she was fighting.
That's
Oh,
fucking
okay, I didn't know
awesome,
that,
though.
but that's pretty awesome. Yeah,
Yeah. How can you fight with a sword pregnant?
I have no question. She's just
But
hard
on
like
s-
that. She's
Yeah,
just
but
hard
at the
like
same
that.
time, like you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger talking while doing Conan, and you're like,
no.
yeah, he got hit on the head, obviously, while the woman was fighing.
No. Was it? He didn't like person like, mom, you're on the battlefield.
Although that would be awesome.
Clothes
though,
of
man.
her faggots. Ah!
No, it wasn't like that. But but like born from his dead mom, that's still kind of like,
Yeah.
like you wake up, you're like a
Metal.
baby. So who raised them?
Mercenaries.
yeah, mercenary guy who like sold him into slavery, basically.
Stick slavery.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, because
like-
don't forget, it's still Japan. Yeah, they don't have the same taboo as we are.
True.
God.
Yep.
True. Man.
Well, anyway, so what I'm trying to say is that the manga is really good.
Like you steer him to the most important important part of the manga, and he just wants to talk about the main plot. Oh wait, go on.
But the anime is like, oh man, they really messed that up, man. And
Yeah.
I like they keep trying to reboot it, and they keep trying to redo it. Like they did the show, and then they did the movies,
Yeah.
and I think they're
Yeah.
probably going to try to do it again.
Yeah.
But like, dude,
Yeah,
stop.
there's a
Like,
series
it's
and
not
that,
gonna.
that went fucking bad because of the 3D effects.
Oh yeah, when they went 3D, that was
Oh, man.
Yeah, that
horrendous.
one
Yeah,
is
yeah, that
fucking
was rough.
bad.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
It never works. It never
Yep.
works.
Like I saw that they did something similar for Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Like there's a 80 version which I fucking love, and I'm quite far in the fucking books actually because they translated them all. So if you want to read something, like that one's pretty good. But like I saw a couple of scenes from the 3D, and it's like it's not the same thing. Like in the 80s version, they were using like actual classical music for the battle, and now they're using something they build, and it's just generic.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I heard something about that as well, and like a lot of people who are also fans of Berserk, like they saw the films and there's like, what is this garbage, man? But
Yeah.
that's why like it's hard. Like the more I'm thinking about watching these movies based off like mangas or graphic novels, or I'm like, kudos to you guys, or girls, but there's like. At first, I was upset, and I'm like, oh man, like they ruined everything in this. But when you're making a film, I feel there's no right way of making that film that's based off an anime or a graphic novel, right? Because everyone has their own ideas, their own spin to it. So
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you. No, I agree with you in the sense that it for a movie, when you have like probably hours and hours, like you have audiobooks with like 45 hours worth of like story, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, we got to condense it in 2 hours. It's like, whoa, dude, like how much are you gonna cut out?
well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, how much you cut out? How much you gonna? And then you, what fan like base are you trying to go for? Is it like
Yeah.
PG-13? Is it like
Remember
whatever?
how they tried to do a PG version of fucking Deadpool?
Yo,
Yeah.
Oh man, that was yeah, no. Or you know
Nobody
what? Oh man. But here's the thing, right? Or this whole big debate now with Zack Snyder, right? So most of his films, like that's like he tries his best to get that 100% exactly like the graphic novel or like whatever source he's working. He got it from. Like for example, Watchmen, right?
yeah.
Like it was almost to the teeth of the characters that he's been portraying.
Nah, I mean, yes and no.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yes and no, but it's still the visuals. Like Snyder has the visuals, but the question is like why? You see, it's a complicated thing. That's what I'm trying to get at.
you know what? I never read the comic books, or I don't know if there is comic books for it, but like Sin City seemed like it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, there's
No,
comic books of Sin
yeah,
City, and I'm
definitely,
telling you,
yeah.
they're fucking better than the movies
Oh,
oh shit,
absolutely.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
by far. Like
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
enjoy comic books. Like something I noticed, it's like I thought I stopped like loving animes, but it's not that. I just like mangas because mangas have, like in terms of style and everything, they can go further than the animes. Like
Yeah.
even the
Yeah.
Dragon Balls, I tend to prefer the mangas than the anime because it drags for way too long. And also Akira Toriyama is fucking drawing of textures again, and like the way he can do movements. It's something I don't see like really well that well imitated by other artists.
I kind of agree with you on that, but I think that like they're both very different mediums. So
Yeah,
like
exactly.
anime and manga, like there's a lot of stuff that you can do in manga that you can't do in anime. Like like the art, like the artwork in Berserk, you can't replicate that in a TV show.
Oh,
like
for sure.
I don't think it could ever work.
For sure.
But look at examples like One Punch Man, right?
Yeah.
Like One Punch Man started off like a really like low budget, like low quality sketch drawings that like some really talented artists came like took and turned into a show. And the animation for that, especially the first season, I feel like the second season kind of like, but the first season's animation was just amazing.
But
so like
again, like in the mangas, there's another artist that picked that up, and we do all the drawing. So the drawing are way better now.
Yeah. So like, and So I feel like they really add an extra dimension of complexity to it.
Yeah.
Like watching it in a show, they go places where they wouldn't go in the manga, right? So it really depends on preference. I wouldn't say that one is better than the other per se. You know. Yeah.
You know what? Actually, that's another thing. Okay, and I'm bringing Vicky into this because I remember we had an argument once where I was talking about Dragon Ball, and you're like, Dragon Ball
Oh, it
sucks.
It sucks.
Sucks for the
It
story.
doesn't
So now,
suck. You suck.
The worst.
I'm telling you that the first Dragon Ball Z up to Frieza actually had a really good story. Like Frieza's story was actually really good. I was like,
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I have a theory that should have stopped after Freezer.
it was supposed to stop after Frieza.
Yeah, but it should have.
No. Yeah, no. Akira Toriyama wanted to. You know what happens? The publishing company's like, "Hey, listen, it brought us a lot of money. Can you keep it going?" And he's like, "Well, I don't know what I'm gonna like. What else am I gonna do?" He's like, "Well, you're gonna keep it going." He's like, "Oh, okay."
Well, I kind of threw the book when I saw another Super Saiyan. I got mad because I'm like, yeah, you beat the strongest being in the universe.
Yeah.
How far can you go? Well, dimensions. Oh, for fuck's sake.
So wait, you're saying that Dragon Ball is good in the first few seasons?
No, it's in the books, I mean.
In the first few books?
No, not the
okay.
first few books, but like until the point to the Freezer story, like it's where, like 29, 30 actually. When you go to the 30 books, pretty good. Up until then, you kind of see going to shit.
But you're talking
Well,
about
good, though.
that's Dragon Ball Z though. That's like
the whole Dragon Ball, the manga.
okay, no, but
Yeah.
because there's the Dragon Ball comics and the manga, and then Dragon Ball Z comics.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, no, it's just like Dragon Ball is when he's a kid growing up till
yeah.
Oh,
Till,
okay.
And then then he beat Piccolo, and then his fucking brothers come
Oh,
on
I
Earth.
see.
That's the Z.
Yeah.
And then after that, up until I think Boo, it's Z.
Yeah, it's still Z. Yeah, it's still Z. But the problem is, Boo is just like it's funny when I was like, reading up, like when I was like looking up like certain things about Boo, and I realized why people didn't really like Boo as a main bad guy is because he kept changing. It was never the same character, so it's like it's almost like, oh shit's a new bad guy. Oh, next week's a new bad guy. Whereas like
But
Frieza was like a
Kind of felt like he was you run out of ID because think about it, like you have a gooey monster that changed people into chocolates and cookie.
yeah.
Yeah, you went from an alien that just blew up a whole fucking planet because he was racist to like a pink guy that just eat his fucking opponents. I was like, oh, he's running out of IDs. It almost felt like it was a fuck off creation.
Not really, because if you look at the old Dragon Ball, they had weird characters like that too. Like they had
but never that far fetched.
No. They had a bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
That do magic.
Yeah, that was
Bunny
weird.
rabbit that do magic.
Yeah.
The books?
I forget what his magic power was, and then Goku's like, okay, he took his power pole, he took him to the moon, and he's like, okay, make like chocolates for like kids, and then I might bring you back. And it was like, what the like Dragon Ball was weird.
I'm sorry, but I never saw that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, no,
I didn't watch that part of the anime.
Yeah.
But I read all the Dragon Ball books, and I don't have any recollection of that.
That was a movie. That was Dragon Ball Z.
That's
It wasn't a movie. No, it wasn't a movie. It wasn't a movie. It was a show.
Really?
But it was Dragon Ball. Like that. That was like the original.
Because
not Z. Not Z.
okay, because
they have been adding a lot of shit in that.
Yeah. Because the one I've been talking about is that there was the bunny, but it was a movie. It was a Dragon Ball movie. And then I went to go see it. It was in theaters for a limited release. And then like the bunny, like this is the best line the bunny had. He goes, Goku has been defeating everyone, but magic is the way to go. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is writing this? And then you have nerds who are clapping. I'm like, what a bunny?
Did you hear this?
Yeah,
No,
I
never heard about this.
it's a bunny. I'm like, what kind of a Dragon Ball movie is this? And it came out like a few years ago, and I'm like,
the most clever way they come up to beat somebody, it was like in the first Dragon Balls in the manga, and I think it was Yamcha trying to beat up the invisible guy, but he couldn't see it. So the way to see him, because the thing that happened with the Master Rocky, I think in English, Master Roshi, basically was bleeding from the nose every time he was seeing boobs. So Tony Park pulled in front of him, show his boobs, then he starts bleeding by the nose. Then you could see the invisible guy, and then Yamcha fucked him up.
Yeah. Okay. Now Claudio. Yeah. No, you're thinking of a cat character. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Oh man, that was a
Beerus.
cat. Oh fuck.
Oh, it's Beerus. Okay, so you're
Oh,
talking about
man.
Battle of the Gods, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
he was. I'm like, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
you lost me at Bunny. I was like,
Yeah,
Bunny.
you said, but
Yeah, I'm like, the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember the name because I'm
Back
like,
in my days,
this
I
is
used to be a really massive Dragon Ball nerd, and I never heard about that.
Beaties. Look how my name is Beaties. Jesus Christ.
but see, that was the problem because like North America was like, okay, we're gonna do our own Dragon Ball. Then Dragon Ball Evolution happened, and
Yeah. But what was
The
that?
balls on these guys to say I'm going to do my own Dragon Ball.
But then it was GT, so like we're not even.
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
go into-
Yeah, I don't.
no,
count them.
GT was way before, but it was bad. I mean, it had its good points. AC, what do you think of GT?
I watched like a bit of it, but I never really got into it. I just couldn't follow. There's no logic to it. Like there's
You're
like
right.
there's a whole thing about GT logic, right? Like it doesn't make any sense. So I don't know.
Like I like Super Saiyan 4. Like I love that. That was like
Yeah. What do you look like? Oh, it's when you look like monkeys, eh?
yeah. It was like he used like Ozaru, but like the Ozaru and like Super Saiyan. So he's just pretty much like furred out. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't understand why they had clothes after it, but like whatever. It was just-
Yeah.
I remind you, I'm the guy that cried fault when Vegeta become a Super Saiyan 1. So
yeah, but that's the problem because Vegeta was
Yeah.
never supposed to. Like, if it ended,
yeah, it
at
was supposed to have
Frieza-
one Super Saiyan. Yeah, exactly. So that's why, like, up until this point, I was like seeing like that was getting old, and the whole Dragon Ball stuff was getting old because the problem with the Dragon Balls also that you were getting into is like if you have Dragon Balls that can bring people back from dead, and you can do that all the time because of dynamic things, and
Yeah.
like there's no point of caring about the characters because if they die, they can just come back to life.
Bring it
Yeah.
back. But that's the thing with Super. I don't know if AC could validate for me if you want. When they introduced the gods, and they use the Hakai and like so they use this technique where they can eliminate you from existence. So now there's like a kind of threat
Oh, I
Because-
see.
because they're like okay, there's somebody else that's above the Dragon Balls,
So basically, they have been doing the 1984 treatment.
which is
Oh, and, you know what 1984 is, right? The George Orwell books.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what he does when a political opponent happens is he just erase him for the record, so it never existed.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they added like some, but you could tell Kurt, like the guy, like the main dude's not really in charge of it anymore. It's just like he'd be like, yeah, it's good, but it's like it's really shown in Jump, like okay,
Yeah.
we. Because
Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm thinking about it. Are we still in the top 10 best animes?
No, Alex.
Are we? This
No,
show
Alex
has
finished
like
that like
actual
20 minutes
shit
ago.
going.
Yeah, no. Alex finished that like 20 minutes ago.
I mean,
Okay,
I have
sorry.
more if you want. There's a lot of other shows I would recommend for sure.
Yeah.
what would you recommend? Let's throw it
Can
out.
you recommend me a show? I haven't watched anime in a while.
Okay, so for someone who doesn't like, who's not into anime or is like kind of like intermediate when it comes to anime,
Yeah.
well, you like Death Note, right?
Yeah, I like stuff with a lot of blood and an insane character if
Yeah.
possible.
I think you would really like Parasite. I
Okay.
think
That's a
that's
good
a
one.
show that would pique your interest in that way because it hits all those marks. Like it's psychological. It talks about the idea of
Yeah.
humanity and like what it means to be a human. Like there's a lot of self-reflection, and he's also he gains, like, the main character gains superpowers by becoming part parasite, or like by taking in a parasitic alien. It's really cool, and the artwork is like super trippy. So
Okay.
Nice.
yeah,
I
I
like
highly
that.
recommend
I like
that
it
one.
when there's like an intellectual sort
Yeah.
of element to it, and you're not just sitting in. Like I like chobits and stuff, but I mean,
Oh, that's a good one.
Chobits, what is that?
It doesn't really make you think, you know.
Well, I mean, in a grander sense, like, what does it mean to be a human, right? Is there really such a thing as humanity, right? Like,
I guess. yeah.
can a robot be a human if it has emotions? You know, like.
But it's just about looking at a cute robot that I feel.
Oh, I thought the show was about. What's that show where it's like the Yakuza have to get a sex change and be like pop idols?
yes,
What?
Backstreet Girls, Backstreet Girls.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is
That was-
that?
That was a good one.
mean
That
how
was
to
a
do
really
the
good
scam?
one.
They didn't nuke those fucking Japanese enough. They're nuts.
So the premise of that show is basically a bunch of Yakuza guys, like low-level Yakuza guys, fuck up a mission. Like they really fuck it up. So their boss is like, okay, you have a choice. Either I kill you now, or you turn into a girl group, like a pop group, and make me money. And they're like, okay. let's make that pop group. And
Hey, man,
anime
honestly,
premise.
back in my days, you know what the Yakuza that fucked up do? They fucking cut their pinky off.
Yeah.
What
Now-
about that? What happened?
Well, they just cut the dicks off now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. There were not much to cut, but okay.
Ah, man.
What you say, AC? What you say?
Sorry.
just ooh.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a funny one. That was pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I know. I know we both watch this AC, but like,
Yeah.
is there a way to explain School Days to these three people
What's
here?
Cool days, what is that?
What is
Okay. Oh boy. So
I won't judge you
School
if you tell
days-
me the story, by the way. I swear. I
School
swear I
days-
won't judge you in no capacity.
School Days is what happens when you try to treat real life like a dating game.
Okay?
that?
That's it.
Like
I'm
that's
actually
basically
up-
what happens.
Okay.
Without getting ahead of myself and spoiling the ending.
But the ending's the best part.
Yeah, but Peter,
Maybe
you know
I
what I'm
wanna
talking
watch
about.
it, though.
Okay, I won't tell you.
You should watch it. It's really good. But
You should
it's-
watch it.
Yeah.
Like, it starts off like a romance,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it goes wild. Then
Yeah.
there's like people like this kid's banging everybody. You have to watch it. It's
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a hentai?
No, but
No.
I think it was
No,
based
but
on a
it could
hentai.
very well be.
But it
At this
started.
point?
It started like a romance. It was like a romance, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like the knives get pulled out in it. So I was like, what the fuck?
What the shit?
Yeah.
Like I watched it like for like 3 or 5 episodes, and I was like, Then I'm like, you know what? It's the last episode's 12 episode. Let me see it. And then the 12th episode, I was like, what the fuck happened? And I was like, okay, I gotta watch the whole thing again. Like, this is great. I love it, man.
I want to see the artwork.
Yeah.
The artwork is nothing. It's nothing too impressive. It's really the story that's like a what the fuck. Like that's really where it's at.
Yeah.
It's along the lines of Joey's.
Don't lines of what?
There's Joey's style of. You would love that story.
What? There's kid getting raped?
Is there someone
No.
having sex with a dead body?
Yeah.
You know what? Just watch it. It's good
Oh,
time.
Exactly.
No.
When I tell you watch it, just watch it.
I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
you would like it, Joey.
Yeah, maybe. No, it kind of remind me because I'm more into movies than animes, and I've watched
okay.
a lot of Japanese animes, and there's Japanese movies, and there's one movie director that is fucking amazing. His name is Takashi Miike.
Yes.
And he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew
Yeah.
you know about this guy.
Yeah.
Did you do Battle Royale?
It's not him.
Oh, okay.
It's not him, but he did a couple of other movies, really interesting movies like Kuruchi Aichi. It's him.
Shit, that's him. Okay.
Audition, it's him. Imprints, it's him. And he's well known for his gorish movies in the
Oh,
US. But in Japan, he also did like children movies. He did every type of movies there is. He even
Did he
did
do
a
Old Boy?
western.
Did you do
this-
Old Boy?
Old Boy, it's not him. Old
Oh.
Boy, it's a Korean movie from.
Is it Korean?
Park guy. Yeah. I don't remember what the name of the director is though.
Oh shit! Oh, I didn't know that.
Something Park, but I don't remember. Anyway, so Takashi Miike made a really fucking weird movie called Visitor Q.
Alpha
Did you watch
remembers. No, Alpha watched School Days, so he knows.
Yeah. He knows. He knows.
Yeah. But Visitor Q, it's fucking weird. It's basically
Oh, Visitor Q, my buddy was telling me about that. Yeah. No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Yeah.
It's a movie that has been made in 1 week, and it's fucking weird. Like, there's a guy that comes into a dysfunctional family, and dysfunctional, it's like putting it
Lightly.
mildly. Yeah. Because you have the girl, okay, that prostitute herself and accept his dad as a customer. You have the mom prostituting herself to take errands because his kid beat him. The kids get beat at school and put the steam off on beating his mom. Am I forgetting anybody? And yeah, the dad is fucking assholes because basically what he does is make a documentary about his kid getting beat up at school.
Oh shit!
How come only the women prostitute themselves? That's what I want to know.
But because it's the 90s and guys don't do prostitution.
What? In the
Basically-
90s, there was no male prostitutes.
maybe
That
it's
mainstream.
better not,
That's- yeah, like
Yeah.
you can see that it's fucking dark, it's fucking gross and weird, and it's really artsy. Like I don't recommend it for everybody, but it can be interesting.
Yeah, I could imagine that too.
It's about family for some reason, and
It's always about
the
family.
movie is about like that family coming across a guy that doesn't speak for a whole movie, but just knock people with a rock on their head.
Oh, that's okay. That's intense.
Like it's pretty much what we all want to do, like giving them a slap behind the head. What the fuck you're doing? Yeah,
Blood squirts out. All right, hey, what are you doing, man?
what the fuck you're doing? Okay, when you wake up from your coma, just think about it.
He's
Fucking your daughter, it's not cool.
He's squirting out blood.
filming your kid getting beat at school, not cool either.
Yeah, man. There's squirts of blood, and the guy's like, "Don't do that. That's not cool."
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I never got into an argument with somebody who just looked at a pile of rocks. Like,
Hey, man. You do what you gotta do.
No, but there's those arguments like you just come across a guy and fucking hit him with a rock.
Look, he just imagine like a guy like Massimo's walking by and sees someone who pisses him off. He just smashes him in the face at a
He doesn't
fucking
look
rock.
pissed off at all. He's just like super jaded and like fucking
Yeah, it's
hit him
like
with a rock.
And he has, yeah. In his head, he's pissed off. He doesn't do anything. Just
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But
So-
it's really weird. It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Takashi Miike is one of the special. He's like a really special director.
Yeah.
and he's a fan favorite at the Fantasia Film Festival, by the way.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
we're gonna get
That
into
I-
that.
That I believe.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
And
into
like,
that.
I've been watching his films since I started going to Fantasia.
Mhm.
Okay.
I've been a big fan of his. I barely even touch I barely even touched the surface of all the films he's ever made. Like the guy's
Oh
made
yeah.
like 100 or something like that.
Yeah, he makes
shit.
like 5 movies per year.
Yeah, and they're all good. Like that's
Yeah.
the crazy part. Like the guy makes like 5 movies a year, and they're good.
shit. What did you say?
I pushed your up on the tongue.
Oh shit.
How was that?
Oh my god! Wait.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is
Oh my God,
beautiful.
it is, yeah.
Oh my
That's a
God.
great story.
That is an amazing story.
So since you're a Takashi Miike fan, I'm pretty sure you saw Dead or Alive.
The movie or
Yeah, the
Video
movie.
game?
No. Takashi Miike made a trilogy called Dead or Alive.
oh
And the
no, I haven't
first
seen it.
movie. Oh, I have the DVD, man. The first movie is the best troll ever put on any movies ever. Like
Okay.
all movie, it looks like your regular gangster movie, and it's really good. Like the story is great, the character is really interesting. Like
Okay.
you see, like going to a boiling point, and then something happens. Totally ridiculous. Yeah, you'll love it.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds like something
Yeah.
I'd be down.
So,
Yeah,
so Alex, we'll talk about the Fantasia. So, how was it this year that since you couldn't go to the theater, and watch the movies in the cinema? How was it watching it online? Did you feel like it was weird, or were you like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this?
Yeah,
Yeah, the guy that make Old Boy was Park Chan-wook. Sorry.
Mm,
no,
Oh,
it's all
shit.
good. It's all good.
Yeah, I thought it was Japanese. Yeah, I thought it was Japanese, but like,
No, it's a Korean movie.
It's
Like
still
Park
Korean.
Chan-wook is really, really well known in the international scene. By the way.
shit. God damn.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Alex, what were you saying?
So this year's Fantasia, I have to say was like, because I've been going for like 10 years, like 10
Mhm.
plus years, right? And I really like the experience of going with a crowd. Like
Yeah.
like the Fantasia experience is something that's truly special. Like you really have to be there to know what it's like, right?
Dude, you're surrounded
So-
by movie geeks. Like they give a
Yeah.
standing ovation to a movie.
Like hardcore, like really
Yeah.
hardcore, like people who give like rounds of applause for like the most gory, fucked up shit you could think of.
oh
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like and I don't know if I'm sure you're familiar with the meowing at the beginning of every film.
Yeah.
Like there's like
I
a whole
saw some people starting doing goat sounds now.
there's like a
Yeah.
whole subculture. There's like a whole subculture of like things to do before the show and after and all
Yeah.
that. And,
Can you explain? Wait, before
yeah.
you go on, can you explain the meowing? What does that? What does that mean? What is up with that?
They're fucking nuts. That's what's going on.
I think it
Sorry,
started.
you complicated everything.
I think it started with there's like this sketch. There's like this I think it was called DJ XL5, something like that. There was like a movie that had a bunch of random stuff in it, and like there was a cat that meowed. This is what I heard. Like I don't know the full story.
Yeah.
But like apparently there was a moment in that movie that was like really hilarious that involved the cat, and people were like obsessed with that. And ever since then, they started making meowing noises before the movies. Like I don't know how it happened, but that's how I think that's like kind of how it might have happened.
You have it.
Oh, I remember there were a war of that. Like there were guys be barking.
Yeah.
There were cat people. They were like.
Yo, I remember
laughed
one time. Yeah, Alex. I went with you. You want to go see a Fantasia film?
Yeah.
And then like I don't know what was going on. So I heard like cats, and then all of a sudden I heard someone going. That was amazing. You just after the cats was silent, and you hear this guy going.
Yeah.
That
So
is amazing.
so we didn't get any of that this year, right? Like there was a really important aspect that was missing.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those things I look forward with joy, and he took it away from me.
Which part? The cat hissing or the guy randomly coughing? Which one are you?
Yeah, that part. Yeah, that right there. But I have to say that the films they played were really good. Like they took a lot of time. Like it showed that they really cared about the films, and they chose some pretty good stuff. They had everything. Like they had horror movies, they had dramas, they had a lot of comedies.
Yeah, they even have like a Shaw Brothers movie. One of the last Fantasia I went, they had like a full like they did a 4K screening of Suspiria with the original soundtrack.
Oh yeah, no, Suspiria is good.
Yeah.
It's a fucking brilliant movie. They were Shin Godzilla that year and King Boxer. The King Boxer is an old Chinese movie. Fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had a lot of in the past. They're like now we're talking about past experiences with Fantasia, right? Like they have a lot of like big names that come to Fantasia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this year they had. It was kind of awkward, but they had like a podcast or like like an interview with John Carpenter,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really cool. Like he basically gave he talked about his experiences with the movies and like with composition and all that stuff. That was really interesting, but like it was just John Carpenter sitting in his like living room talking about movies, right? It's not the same. It's not the same as like being in an audience and listening to him, but like. Yeah. It was still cool, but like there's something missing, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
But like in the past, I was able to see Guillermo del Toro talking about making monster movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the best things I ever heard and like I ever learned about him was that he was a weeb. Like
oh shit, okay.
yeah,
obviously
he's a weeb, and for anybody who's watched Pacific Rim. It totally shows, like
of course.
True, yeah. Okay, he did that.
And you see him, and you're like, obviously, like he got a casting for it.
Yeah, then you have the second one, which it was produced by him, but we're not gonna mention that.
Yeah. He wasn't involved in the writing though.
No, he wasn't. He was supposed to, but then things got messed up, and now. He stayed away from that movie, and then it's funny because in interviews, like when they're talking about, someone asked Guillermo del Toro two questions: when are you going to do Hellboy 3, and when are you going to do Pacific Rim 3? And then Guillermo's just like, I don't know what the specific Rim you're talking about because he didn't like the second one, and then like Hellboy 3, well that's not gonna happen again, But which is sad because Guillermo del Toro is like one of my favorite directors, and he's very underrated too,
Yeah.
But, man.
Guillermo del Toro is not
real
underrated though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of underrated, the AVGN.
YouTuber,
for those of you who are really old school, he was actually the angry Nintendo nerd before he became the AVGN.
Okay.
So,
I remember that guy. I remember
But YouTube was starting, so obviously that wasn't like today's production level, and that was back in the days you could say whatever the fuck you wanted on YouTube.
That's it.
That's true. That's true.
Well, you kept shitting on old games. Where I'm like, you're not taking into the fact like for the time. Like I remember you shitting
No,
on
they were shit for that time.
Ninja
Like,
Turtles.
No, but Ninja Turtles
Turtles.
was fucking hard. But like the funniest was to watch him rage on Ninja Turtle because it's a good game. It was fucking hard. Like it was
was
way
hard.
too hard for the time. So like even for the time, like but yeah, he's taking like old shitty game, shitty for their time, back to our and he tests them. But basically, sometimes he would do a comparison between like that game and games from the same year, and it's like, look, you see, I'm not complaining for nothing. It's actual shit because that game that came out the same year is fucking better.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
God, the Ghostbusters game. That was
shit.
Word.
that was a really funny episode. Like that was one of my favorites.
Oh shit.
Oh, the ET
Yeah,
one though.
but-
Oh, ET was. I didn't know it had a legend behind it.
It does. Yeah, by the way, I actually have a copy of the original ET.
no way.
Yeah,
You know how
I
much that
have
must
it.
cost?
No fucking way.
You know how much was that cost?
Nothing.
Did you hear the story about
It
this?
costs nothing. Now it costs
Oh no,
nothing.
it's just the worst piece of shit game that ever be produced. and
Is
put
it,
on a Switch.
tell me, is it as bad as Silver Surfer?
Ugh, for fuck's sake.
I don't
no,
remember.
fucking
It's
bad.
pretty bad. It's not playable. Like I don't know how the hell he did it. It's really bad.
Yeah.
But what I liked about Silver Surfer is every time you fail, you see him on the
Yeah.
ground. His head. I'm like, fuck you. That's exactly how I feel every time I
Yeah.
play this stupid game. Yeah.
The best was a Friday the 13th episode where it's
Oh,
like you
yeah.
lose. It's like you're dead. Your friends are dead. Your family's dead.
Like,
Fuck you.
I
Game
remember
over.
that. I remember a friend of mine was playing it. I was at his place and he died. And he goes, your family's dead. Your friend. And then the list kept going, and we're like, what the fuck is going on, yo? And my friend was convinced, like, yo, man, Freddy must be outside watching us, being disrespectful and sucking at this game, and he might kill us. I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to play this game anymore. Feels like a Ouija board for Freddy. What
man.
the fuck?
Man, there's a new games Friday the 13th. Like it's recent. It's a indie game, and the principle is you play online with your friends, and one of them play Jason, and the others play the campers. And the idea behind it is, you have to
Oh,
catch
that
it.
sounds really fun.
It is fun.
Yeah,
it is fun.
yeah.
Like if somebody try to hide in sleeping bags, if you catch him, you can just pick the bag and just like hit it against the tree, and there's all sort of like fatalities, really invented offensive fatalities, really good.
You know, I remember games started doing that, and like I think on the PS3 there was a game called Dark Sector.
Dark Sector, what is?
It was pretty much like it's like when it was like the hero gets like a mutation on his arm, but he can like shoot like this boomerang thing or whatever, but it comes back to him. He's kind of like Captain America, but he kills you. So then
Cool.
So then it was
like Batman, basically.
Yeah, I would say Batman.
No, I never mind. No.
Actually, no, he takes on creatures. No, he's way too strong. That guy was way too strong. But like it was like almost the same concept. Like like let's say you had people like trying to kill you because obviously you the military's trying to kill you because you're an experiment or whatever bullshit. But yeah, it was like the same thing. It was like if you play the multiplayer, you're one of the people are the heroes, and then you have to capture this dude, but you have all the abilities. But if you didn't beat the game, then you won't know all of his abilities. So it's like. So then everyone could tell, like, oh, dude, you didn't beat the game. Why the fuck are you online? Like, beat the game first. It was the same concept, but I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the game?
Yeah, Dark Sector.
Dark Sector. Okay.
Okay.
Dark
Okay.
Sector, yeah.
All right.
It was supposed to come out with a part 2, but it just
I could imagine. So, Alex. So before we went live, Victoria was talking about Richard Martineau and how he was shaming the Otaku-thon. I think was it last summer?
Yeah.
I read the article, and it's like he was. What happened is he got banned from Facebook, and he was saying, now I go and talk to people. I'm not part of the losers and the otakus who stay at home anymore. And those people are mentally handicapped and they're retards and stuff. Like, and then I thought, like, does he know what an otaku is? That doesn't sound.
Doesn't know.
It's not just someone that stays at home. Right?
I mean, we do that too, but it's
like where else you watch your fucking animes?
Oh, man.
in the park.
Yeah. So
In the
Alex,
park,
so
yeah,
what
with your
did you-
tablet.
yeah. So Alex,
I-
what do you think of it? Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man, so like, okay, so I mean, I'm a co-producer of the Otaku Comedy show, right? So like, we don't like getting political, like we don't really get into that kind of stuff. But like, this guy straight up insulted otakus, and we're like, no, hell no, man, like not cool, you know. And like otakus get enough, like we make fun of ourselves a lot, like, and they get enough, they get enough, and it's like they're bullied enough. Right,
Yeah.
like they don't need some old loser who doesn't know anything about anime or anything about like culture in general, coming in and like saying this crap. Like, anyway, it was just, yeah. I don't know, man. It was bad.
Oh yeah, he basically called the otakus the emotionally crippled people.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. It's fucking.
Oh,
This guy
good,
sounds
bro.
hurt, man. This guy sounds hurt. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
he got,
this guy sounds
because he got kicked out from Facebook for something, and then after that he said, "Yeah, I've managed to live life as a normal person for once. I was becoming an otaku by being on Facebook all the time, and then he proceed to fuck with otakus,
oh.
that's just
What?
stupid, man.
What's the
Spending
difference
their
between
day- No, but I think is the thing he's doing because I'm reading it is he put like all the nerds culture and everything in the otakus like chamber. Like
I feel like he
they like
learned a new word and he's just using
yeah,
it.
he's using
Yeah.
like you with the what it was the incels.
Yeah.
Like yeah, a year ago you were calling everything and their mom incels.
So
I was?
Yeah, and Claudio with the vegan. You're fucking vegan.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, we're going through that phase. Like, hey, you're, it's like you're using a new word, like a word that you know, and
Yeah.
it's going around. So going back to Richard Martino, he looks like he learned a little word, otaku tan. So he goes around and goes, oh, I'm not a otaku tan kind of person, So he use it, at his advantage because he learned that new word, So,
Yeah.
well,
It's
so
just-
Victoria, Victoria, what was the question you were going to say about the
Oh,
otaku?
I was just gonna say, like, what's the difference between an otaku and wait, I wrote it down.
And a
Jesus
weeble?
A
Christ.
hikikomori.
What?
Oh, okay. So like, okay. So at otaku, I mean, otaku it used to be used as a pejorative. It was like how calling someone a nerd used to be pejorative as well, right? Like it was an insult.
Yeah.
But like now it's just like part of a culture of people that appreciate Japanese culture from afar, or like maybe even part of it. Whereas hikikomori is just a recluse, as far as I know. Like I don't know if there's really like a subculture of hikikomori, but it just basically involves reclusion and like separation from society. There's there's actually an anime that relates that talks about hikikomori. It's Welcome to the NHK. It's actually pretty good. I think it captures the issues that hikikomori go through pretty well.
Nice.
But yeah, there's a big difference between otaku and hikikomori. I mean, like I imagine a lot of hikikomori might be otaku, or like they might be into anime, because like it's something that it draws in a lot of people, and it's something that it's easily accessible.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You know what? Can I say that even though I know you want to go political, but like those Bernie Sanders and Andrew Andy, was it Yang and Trump anime openings? I love those. Those
What?
those
What
Oh
is
my
that
God.
me opening about these
top
guys?
quality
Yeah.
stuff right there, like top quality memes right there.
it's beautiful. like you'll see like freaking like Bernie Sanders signing bills, and then freaking Trump's
Yeah.
all like trying to stop him, and he puts the hands out. Then all his board is like, I was like, I love this. This is
Yeah. Did you watch? I have a question for you, Peter.
What's that?
Did you watch the SpongeBob anime?
Yeah, I did. That was
Yeah?
hype, man. That
Yeah.
was hype.
Shit.
like I remember they did all the openings. I was like, oh, that's
Oh,
cool,
man.
you know.
You guys
then-
think we can show it on the screen, or you're afraid to get a copyright strike again?
Copyright.
If we do the songs, we're definitely getting copyright. But like the anime, I don't think so, because the guy it's an original song that the guys did.
Oh,
Where the other
okay.
ones they were.
you know
original.
what? I won't take the risk. Like,
Yeah.
they already they were pretty straight the last time, so I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not taking that chance.
Well, see, like the thing is, AC is like, when we were there, we were doing a thing with Amber, and then Yep. We're singing the Backstreet Boys, but like it was just the video playing in the background. We were singing it, but we were like horrible at it, and then we got a copyright strike. So I guess because we're just that bad at singing, so they're like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, they're fucking AI didn't
Yeah,
like it.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
The
and
algorithm.
yeah.
So Alex, now
Yeah.
obviously you're also stand-up comedian as well. So I just want to know also people who are watching as well, like how do you construct a joke? Like how do you get into like a mindful like oh shit like writing a comedy set? Like how do you make that
What's
happen?
the special sauce? We
The
wanna-
special
Oh my
sauce.
The
like-
hentai sauce. What do you got?
The hentai sauce.
Now with Peter in the involvement, I almost have the picture image of like him. Okay, what that joke is missing? Jizz, and he's masturbating. Come on.
Bukkake.
Yeah, he calls his friend. Hey, I need more jizz. Can you come over?
I see what you did there. Well, man, there's no like one specific formula for writing a joke. I one thing I like to do is I try to do a bit of research before writing new material. Like, what are people talking about nowadays? Like, what's interesting? What's exciting? You know, I like talking about my own life as well. I feel like it's easy to talk about yourself in that way. You know, like you have like, I've also lived through a bunch of like ridiculous experiences, so like I could talk a lot about that kind of stuff too. But like when it comes to actually constructing a joke, it's like, you know, a basic like, you know, structure, punchline, you know, like a setup, a premise, punchline, you know, yeah, like what works for me might not work for you, or vice versa.
Exactly.
But like,
okay, interesting.
I think you have to have a really good understanding of how writing works in general to really come up with a well-written joke. And actually coming from an education background, I think I have a bit of experience with like writing. So I have that, but I don't know. It's very different when you're on stage and performing a joke, right? Like,
Obviously, I have to thank you and Andrew Cardazzi for inviting me to that Otaku show, which I like it. Which was like the biggest show. But what type of crowds do you ever get affected? Like, you didn't seem affected by the 1,000 people. Do you get it affected by like, let's say a large amount of people, or by like a condensed, like maybe like 3 people in the crowd?
Honestly, that's a good point. Like I found, okay, so what you're talking about is our or like the show that we did at Otakuthon. We did a couple of shows at Otakuthon. Yeah. And we got like 1,000 people showing up, right? For both of our shows, like for our regular show and our hentai show. Surprisingly, more people for the hentai show.
I wonder why.
Or not surprisingly, but I find like it's something that I wasn't really doing in like
hentai shows.
It's something that I wasn't really doing in like in the regular comedy scene, but like because I'm already really into the otaku subculture, I found it was really easy for me to talk to the crowd, right? I actually find it harder to be with like a smaller group of people, but it's not that bad, you know. Like I'm okay with like being in public and talking to people. It's not something that I really struggle with, but
no, yeah, I know you did the year before. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But like, I remember you did the year before, so you look like solid when it was like 1,000 people. You're like, you weren't affected at all, man. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, I was very nervous. But the thing is, because we already lived through it the first time, I was able to go through it, and like it was really fun. Like we had a great time. So like I feel like that's what really got me through it. It's like we're doing this to have fun. We're just here to have a good time. And like, even if I fuck up, it doesn't matter, because like these guys are here like just to have a good time, you know? Yeah. So that was pretty much it there.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But no, you know what? I can't wait till everything opens up, and I can't wait to come check out
to
the
go
next
check hentais with other people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but it's really fun.
But the way you talk about it, it almost sounds like a support group.
With
like
the
the entire show and everything.
No, they were hype, man. Like they were.
Yeah.
Really? I think it was you. I think it was you, AC. Were saying that like they came in like a half an hour before the show started.
What?
Yeah. People were like, people were filing in. Like they were like huge crowd of people coming in, and like But
Awesome is not the word I would have choose, but okay.
I think it's like an underrepresented group in stand-up comedy, right? So if you want
the
that
enticed.
type of humor, there's not like 1,000 comedians doing that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I tried a hentai joke at Ben shows, and that went as poorly as you can imagine.
yeah, so like it's not. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, right? It's not something that most people joke about in a regular comedy context. But there are comedians out there that are into anime, and I'm like, you guys need an outlet for this. There's so much potential for comedy in this.
Yeah.
Like we have to talk about it, right? So
It's untouched material, right? It's not-
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So
how to
Claudio
say
knows
it.
a lot
It's
about being
fresh
untouched,
stone.
That's a great choice of word.
Really great choice of words.
Yes. Yeah, it was cool to like, say bukkake, and everybody's all like, "Yeah!" I'm like, "Yeah!"
yeah. If
Just
you
say
say
bukkake, they
bukkake,
go, yay.
Yeah, no, they're going wild. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Yeah!"
no, they're wild.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, if you say bukkake at a normal comedy show, they're gonna think that you need rehab or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
No, I
Peter
say
does
way
it.
worse than fucking bukkake. What the
Oh,
fuck
I
you
see
talking
bukkake.
about?
I see bukkake all the time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
His stuff is
RWJ
good.
opening for a few shows. Otaku Lounge. RW. You mean RPW?
Yeah, he was there too. He was
Yeah,
RPW.
we had him headline I think once or twice. Yeah, he's a really solid, like he's an awesome comedian. Like he
Oh, yeah, he's really
wow.
solid.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you saw, yeah.
Awesome.
huge
Yeah.
weeb too, huge weeb.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Wow, man, RPW is fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like,
Actually,
yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go for
Peter.
it. I'm gonna change this to something, but yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say like when we had him at Offbeat, we had him like on one show, and then he headlined another one. I'm like, oh crap! And then there's a comedian that who also did one of your shows, guys. Then the RPW turns to me, he goes, "Yo, man, why you make him headline? He's the best open micer, but he ain't gonna go nowhere." And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes, Jesus Christ! Like, and then,
What did you make headline?
we had the RPW headline, but then there was
Yeah.
another comedian that Alex and Andrew had on,
Yeah.
and then we're talking about the same guy here, and then
Okay.
and he goes, "Yeah, no, this guy's an amazing open micer. He's gonna be an open micer forever."
Oh shit.
And then
Okay.
and that person
I
was
know who you're
standing
talking
right.
about.
Yeah, that person was standing right in front of him too, and I'm like,
Oh.
"Oh shit!"
Roast Battle 2.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, Captain YOLO RPW's name is Nicholas Vital. Yeah.
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 So I had to actually ask this, but obviously we'll go back to anime definitely. But you won some ramen food contest. You won some eating challenges.
Yeah,
You are the ramen king of Montreal.
apparently. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the best ramen eater, but I'm the most consistent one so far. At least I think, anyway. Victoria is like shocked and like.
What is it? You did a consistency eating contest?
No.
Like
Okay, so
So that means
basically-
if he eats a bowl of ramen every day for a year,
he gets a gold star every day.
he
So-
wants his weight in ramen, which is a lot.
We're not talking equations. It's just he just wins, eating contests.
Okay, so what was the
Okay,
thing?
math is too hard for them.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
So basically, there's this great sushi restaurant. There's this great ramen restaurant called Kinton Ramen, and every once in a while
I
they
confirm
do,
it's really good.
yeah, and their ramen is awesome. But like every once in a while they do a mega ramen challenge, which is like basically a giant bowl of ramen, and if you could finish it in under 15 minutes, you get it for free.
Jesus Christ.
Now, most people wouldn't try it, but some people do, and like some people are able to beat it, right? Like, I did it 8 times. So
You beat
Wow.
it 8 times?
I beat it 8 times. So
You must be a fun guy to eat with. Honestly. Like,
It's just-
like, can you
There's just
imagine
ramen
finishing a bowl?
everywhere.
Yeah, it's like. But it's like a
Yeah.
sloppy blowjob sounds. It's fucking disgusting.
like-
Yeah, and then he does that, and Alex goes, "Bro, I don't feel so good." I'm like, Alex, maybe if you didn't eat that, I don't know.
I don't know. Take your time when you eat. Fucking chew. Do something for fuck's sake.
no, but the thing is though, if you don't finish it in time, you have to pay for it, and I'm also cheap, so
Oh, okay, that's why.
how much is it? Is it like super expensive because they know
was
people
like-
are gonna take them?
It was like $35 or something like that. I mean, like it's worth it for the size that it is. Like it's a
Yeah.
big
but-
bowl of ramen.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, obviously.
That's a lot.
I would say it's probably probably between 5 and 7 pounds, like the whole thing, right?
Okay.
So I would say my best record is 8 minutes. So I was
Oh,
able to
shit.
do- yeah. And it's to a point where like like whenever they do the challenge, I walk in and the chef recognizes me. He's like, "Hey, you're back."
It's like I didn't even post it. It's like, how the hell you know? It's like,
Oh, we know everything.
shoot.
I felt
But yeah,
it
no, because I
disturbing.
was always wondering about that because like I noticed
Yeah.
like there's not that many like eating contests in Montreal, so I didn't know if it was like free. I didn't know if it was free or you had to pay to do. I know Bella Buff has something similar, but you had to pay for it. And
Yeah, no, but Buffett,
Yeah.
you have to pay for it. Yeah.
I think it's called a Spank Me Burger or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah.
Like where-
Thank me burger. What's in it?
yeah. No, it's so it's a giant burger.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so you know, I really like food challenges in general.
Yeah, that I understood.
I like that. No, I like
Okay.
So basically, it's a giant burger with a giant poutine inside. That's
Oh
basically what it is.
shit. Oh
And
shit.
and if you don't finish it, you have to go up in front of everybody and get spanked by someone. So
Well,
What?
you get your like head in like a guillotine type thing.
yeah, I never tried it. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what the process is, but like I saw it and I was like, this looks hilarious.
No,
Can
actually,
you imagine being one of the waiters that has to
Yeah.
spank these people?
yeah.
That has
Yeah.
to be awesome. Like the guy came like the week before and he didn't tip, so now he's doing the challenge and he fails. So you bring
Exactly.
fucking spanking board or something, and then you have the fun of your life.
No, it's weird.
15%, you shit.
Yeah.
It's weird because I went to Kiki's birthday thing,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, like I remember I was talking to somebody that I seen someone that I used to see at work, so I was just talking with her, and then all of a sudden this music comes on, and we're like, "What the fuck is that?" And it's this weird fucking music. Then the spotlights go to the guy in the freaking thing, so like, tick, 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 and then you hear the freaking slap, and everyone's all like, "Hey!" I was like, "Why is everybody
What
cheering?
the shit?
What is happening?" Like, I was like, "What the?" I'm like, "No,
Yeah,
fuck
he
this,
wastes
man."
some burgers with puts in. That's in itself is a crime, but the
Yeah.
humiliation, yeah, I'm not sure.
I think the humiliation is the best part of all this, right?
Yeah.
Because when you do
Okay,
all,
because you beat off on it, eh?
yeah, no,
Like you go there and you
for sure,
masturbate publicly
for
while
sure.
people
Weird,
getting spanked.
Claudio. That was
But for
weird.
sure, but you know, like all the workers are like, oh man, these fucking idiots are not going to finish it. But to those who finish it, congratulations to them. But to the ones that they don't, like they must have like a whip or something, and like, oh, this motherfucker, he's gonna get it today. He thinks he can finish this, and then he won't. And then I think it's like what Joey said, right? If it's the same fucker from last week who didn't tip, oh man, the waiter's gonna have all his energy into that fucking whipping because like this is for last week for not tipping me.
Honestly,
Bam.
I don't
Honestly,
think you're
that-
getting lashes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
Like-
can bring one. You hide it in your fucking pocket change. You eat it once while nobody's watching. You're putting back.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's all about stealth in that case. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, just give me a poutine. I'm good, man. I'm good. Good.
Yeah, forget the bun. I just want to put in.
Alpha, I tried the spicy wing challenge, by the way, at McKibbin's.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it's just I ate I think I ate 2 of them. I got
Oh,
through 2 of
fuck.
them, right?
Really?
Yeah.
And I did that in like 5 minutes, right? I ate 2 of them and I was like, okay, I'm good. But after the second one, I just gave up. I just couldn't do it, right? And I love hot sauce. Like I make my own hot sauces, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I thought I could handle it, right? But like, dude, I don't know what the hell they put in that shit. Like,
How many pieces of
Maybe it's
chicken
ghost
wings?
pepper.
It's like 5 pieces, right? I guess.
Five, six pieces.
It's 12. It's you have to finish 12 of them
Fuck.
to win the challenge, right? So out of curiosity, I just wanted to try it. I just wanted to see what it was all about. So I ordered 6 of them, right?
Mm.
I went with a friend. I went with a friend and we decided to split it. We're just like, okay, let's try it out. Let's just see what it's all about, right? I ate 2. I think he ate 1, and then he brought the other ones back to a couple other buddies who tried them out. And oh man, it's just I was like shitting fire like the whole like next day. It
Wow.
was terrible. It was really bad. Sorry for the TMI, but
It's all good.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
the 34.
Shitting-
They're used to it.
Somehow, shitting fire is not the worst thing that I've been said on this podcast.
Yeah.
Not even today.
Not even,
Not
yeah.
even this episode. That's true.
No, because the thing is, I remember you bought one of the hot wings sauces,
Yeah, yeah.
and I remember you gave that to
the
and
hot one.
the hot ones, yeah, the hot
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
And I remember you gave me one to me. And I'm like, I take a taste. I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. And legit during the night, I'm like, why is it getting hotter? It doesn't make any fucking sense. What the fuck? I was like, yo,
But I
this is
remember
fucked up.
that at the world's smallest open mic, that kick has been giving the hot one sauce like before his set, and he couldn't
Oh.
fucking do it. He was sweating. He was drinking water. He couldn't do any fucking word of his set. He was.
I
getting
remember
nuts.
that.
Christ, yeah, that was
I remember.
gold.
That's why he
Oh,
ate the
yeah.
chips, right? Is it nachos or something?
That or the wings. I'm not sure.
His wings?
No,
swear-
he just took the sauce like this.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I know. Zach
Oh,
gave it
fucking
to him.
idiot.
Yeah, and you know
That's hardcore, man.
I think he died. No, he did a set at the Mickey Benz right after. And what was cool is if you didn't miss anything, so he could basically do the set he was about to do that night. But the Mickey Benz, and nobody would know the difference.
Oh,
No,
man,
because Zach had a nachos that had like the super hot nachos.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I think they're Paki, PACQUI. I think it's those ones. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was just great. I seen him do it, but then I remembered Shaq did that on the NBA thing. So then I'm like, oh shit, it's the same nacho. So then he's like, all right, I'm gonna take it and do my jokes. And
Nah.
man, he didn't even last like the second minute. He's all like, "Oh shoot, guys! Oh man, it's a mistake." Oh, and he's like crying over. So I was like, "Oh
he
shit!"
did his whole 5 minutes, but that was 5 minutes of him complaining about the fucking sauce.
Yeah, but if it wasn't the chicken wing, there's probably another night. There's one where
Yeah.
he did the nachos, and I was like, "Yo, you're crazy." I was
Yeah.
like, "Dude, that's fucking."
It's not worth it, man.
No.
It's not worth it.
Oh man, no, it really isn't. No, it's hilarious. Like if I did that, I don't know, forget. I'd be on the floor. I'd be like, I can't. Oh man.
Dude, we went to that Chinese restaurant and you start eating stuff that was spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy, but not that spicy for me.
Yeah,
So, and you were crying. You look basically like Robert De Niro in The Untouchable while
In
he was watching the
Chinatown?
opera.
Yeah.
Chinatown.
He was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Why
crying.
you what they don't have nothing spicy there?
Listen,
you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
put pepper in it. So.
Yeah.
Like if you manage to find a really good Sichuanese restaurants,
Mhm.
oh, you're gonna shit fire for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Szechuan pepper, it's different from like a black pepper or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Like, it actually numbs your mouth. Like it has that like numbing sensation. It's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing with the Sichuanese cuisine was interesting is usually in Chinese, other Chinese cuisine and in Japanese cuisine, you have the balance of 5 flavors. Like the fucking Sichuanese is just like 5 nuances of hot, like a little bit hot, fucking hot, like hot numbing, and it's just that is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
God,
Guys
yeah.
are out of their mind, like they're the right side of the fucking Indians, but yes, still.
Yeah.
No, because I've had like I went to like Indian restaurants. I'm like, oh, the food's not that bad. And then I had like my buddies' families like they're from there, and then like I remember I was like they had like a bottle of cola, and I was like, dude, I drank it all. I was like, yo, screw this. Like this is what is this? Man? Like, this is stupid, man.
Oh, for the graduation of my girlfriend, basically, we went to a Afghan restaurants in Quebec City called Les Délices d'Ariana, and dude, that shit is spicy. Like,
Oh,
no,
shit.
I never ate any Indian food that spicy. Afghan cuisine is fucking nuts.
Oh shit, God,
Yeah.
damn.
Jesus Christ, man.
The only place I would say like it was just like dumb hot was like when I went to Thailand, and I was like, oh, I need to try their national dish like pad thai
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever it's called.
Okay.
Oh, and then the freaking plate was ridiculously hot. It was just like it was stupid hot. But then he had this like clear freaking thing, and I thought it was like vinegar or something. I'm like, wow, what is this? And I put my finger in it, and it's just like, but it's like little
Hotness.
peppers in it. And I was like, oh, this is dumb. I was like, there's no milk. Like I didn't know what to do. I was dying. I was like, what? Why? Why would you? They're like, oh, it's easy. You see the guy like pouring on his food, he's eating it. I'm like, you're crazy, bro. Like that's nuts, man. That's just stupid.
Jesus Christ.
So my boyfriend went to Thailand too, and he says you can beg at restaurants for them to give you spicy food, and they won't.
Yeah.
Because he's like a white guy, right? But they would
Really?
be like, please, like I can handle it, and there's no way they're not gonna
Yeah,
give you.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to get sued and some shit.
Well,
Yeah,
we have
it-
compassion for him, I guess.
They
No, at
should be
McDonald's-
asshole.
Yeah,
Be more
it
like the French.
sure, should be assholes. No, in McDonald's they straight denied, like they denied my buddy, like because they're just their chicken burgers are like ridiculously like spicy. At first I was like, okay, there's like the regular. Then they had like rice and chicken. I'm like, oh, that is so different at McDonald's. What the fuck? So then they had this chicken burger, but it was spicy as hell. So then my boy's like, oh, can you put the spicy barbecue? You're like, no. Well, wait, no, just put it in there. No. I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but like I just remember the patai like at the hotel. I was like, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That was just like, just like, yo.
Like Southeast Asia is do really spicy food. Like I had a cookbook, Malaysian cookbook, and it's really good because the recipe in that. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's another. No, that's another level of spicy, and the Korean also, like South Korean.
Really?
Oh yeah, South Korea has really spicy food. Depends what meal you're ordering. But I was trying to do like an octopus recipe. Dude, that was crazy spicy.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
that's
Yeah,
fucking nuts, man. I was like, free goddamn.
All right.
One time we have to like you have to go to Japan.
Oh,
AC.
yeah.
You and Andrew definitely, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's on our bucket list. It's something that we have to do
You
at
have
some
to
point.
do. If I'm down, I'm definitely like come with you guys, man.
Yeah.
You guys want to go do some stand up over there?
Oh boy, I don't know, man.
Not really. Yeah, no.
Not really. Why?
No, I'm good.
It's not China. It's not like you cannot make jokes about their fucking leaders.
No, but it's a different type of comedy they got there.
I mean, they have open mics though. They have stand ups.
They do, like Peter. I don't know if you remember. What's my boy's name again? Peter Makaroff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he went to Japan, he did a couple of sets there.
Yeah,
I'll
really.
for him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was there. I was like, oh, bro, you're in Electric City. You're in Akihabara. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yo, dude, I was there, man. That's sick. And then he was doing the Pinko, the little gambling thing there.
Yeah.
So then later at night, he's like,
Pachinko.
Pachinko, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Pachinko, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Because I remember I went in there, I'm like, oh, like I thought it was like a video game, like an arcade. So I went in and I'm like, what the fuck is this game? And then, but everybody's into it. Like they're like,
Yeah.
And the thing I like about Japan is like everywhere is like just this music going on. I don't know why. It's just like
It's
like
fucking awesome.
yeah, it's just freaking sick. But then they all have like the same closing music, which sounds like New Year's Eve song, which is like
Okay.
weird. But anyway, yeah. Then Peter was like, yeah, he did like a couple of sets there, and I'm like, did he understand? He's like, I think so. I mean, it's like, which is the problem?
I mean,
which is
like-
the problem? Because like, yeah, Tokyo, they speak some of them people like speak more like English, okay.
Yeah.
But then you have other people like other places like, nah, they don't. They're like, we ain't trying to hear
Yeah.
any of that foreigner shit. Like,
But
get
a
outta here.
lot of stuff like I'm pretty sure in Hong Kong and even like every East Asian cities like let's say Hong Kong, they
Yeah,
speak
Hong
it
Kong,
really
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But Seoul or Tokyo, for example, they don't necessarily speak it, but they can understand it. But
Yeah.
sometimes they really understand it well. But the problem is they won't speak it because they don't want to look bad at speaking it.
Yeah, it's like that too, and then it's like same thing. Like because I know AC likes puns, doing puns all the time, and
Oh boy, okay, yeah, that's going to be tough.
yeah. So it's like you said, they're doing puns in a different language. It's like, are they going to understand like what?
Yeah.
But even
Yeah.
if they understand
I mean, like-
English, even if you try to do a puns to somebody, English is obviously not his first language. That's going to be tough.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't just do puns. It's like
I know.
No, I know, but I don't know you. I never saw you set, so
yeah, I do love them. Like I do use them every once in a while, but like I kind of like to sprinkle them a little bit. You know, like
Okay.
it's kind of like MSG. You know, just to add a little bit of flavor. But like
Ooh,
my
oh,
nice.
lazy
And GMO.
Asians cooking.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, apparently AC they like spam in China or
I know in
East
Japan. I know in Japan it's very popular with omu rice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, it's really good
Yeah.
spam. I don't understand what's the problem with people here.
It's
Maybe
all
we don't-
right.
No, it's not all right. It's good. It's good. It does the job it's supposed to be doing.
What,
Yeah.
it could be consumed?
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
I don't understand what's the fucking problem with people.
It's like
Ah.
pink.
You can chew it.
It's like mushy
Exactly.
pink meat. It's like what a chicken nugget was before it got fried. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, basically.
Audio?
Pink
basically.
slime. It's pink slime.
Yes. He also does joke about fisting. What, Claudio or AC?
No,
Yeah,
no,
because,
AC.
AC does jokes about fisting.
Oh, okay. I
I
didn't
can't
know.
wait to see his
No
set
way.
now.
Yeah, no.
Like I
So-
was like,
believe it.
okay, whatever. But until I know that he does fisting jokes, oh man, I want to see it.
Nah, I don't believe it. Oh, actually, we call it. Yeah, Captain Yolo was just saying the Super Nintendo World is supposed to open
Yeah.
up in Japan.
Yeah, I would definitely want to
fucking
go.
great.
Yeah, the surf
Yeah, I
freaking.
wanna go.
Yeah,
What
it's
you were
cool.
about to say, you see?
Yeah, I would definitely want to go to that. And by the way, Claudio, this is interesting for you. They actually have a theme park based on dildos.
Oh! Yeah, that's
Based-
perfect for Claudio.
yeah,
Based
No,
on
that's
what?
the only
Sorry?
place in
On
Japan
on
I won't
dildos.
sit.
You would be
Dildo.
like, oops, I
Yeah.
slipped. Oh no. The whole
Yeah,
time.
basically the only place in Japan where it's not safe to sit.
Hey.
Hey,
That's gonna be
Good one.
good.
I can picture like
So-
people like walking through like a field of dildos, and then Claudius would be like, "Wow, wow,
Or was-
wow,
I
wow."
would be laughing from start to finish.
Well, actually, I can't remember if that was in Japan or in Korea, but like I know that it's somewhere there.
It sounds
believe
like
it's Korea,
something
one
in
of those gook country.
Oh shit, I wasn't going there, but like, goddamn,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, freaking, but like,
All right,
freaking,
guys.
like,
One
over
of those fish ass country. My favorite Chinese country, Japan.
there's a famous, even though he's dead now, there's a famous fight. There's a fighter named Kimbo, and you could tell he's just like, he's just from like, he's from that neighborhood. So he's supposed to fight in Japan, and he goes, and he's in there. He's in Tokyo. He's like, I love the city of Japan. I'm like, no, bro, it's not a city,
of
man.
Japan.
Like,
Isn't there a
no.
UFC? Isn't there a UFC fighter that's like super into Naruto? Like he does like the jitsus and stuff
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, it's Israel Adesanya. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's the middleweight champion. So the first weeboo that's just killing it, man. He's
Jesus.
like he did it, like he did like the Naruto thing, and then he KO'd the guy. You're like, for fuck's sake, really, dude? Like, I think he was trying to do Chidori, but then he didn't do the Chidori stance. Or everyone's like, fuck you, man. You didn't do the sign. You didn't do.
You
the
messed it
stance.
up, yeah.
Yeah, but you messed it the fuck up. City of Japan. Also, oh yeah, they have that big Gundam thing. Yeah, Alpha's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
Mhm.
Yeah, they have a
they
big
have like
robot.
this huge they have like this big robot that they're building.
Yeah, okay. And they are going to fuck China with that?
Yeah, probably. Who knows?
Now
Hopefully.
over that those fucking Senkaku Island.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, we-
you never know.
Yeah, something happens. So. Because like when I was there was like they blocked off the road, so I don't see people you see like a lot of like tuned cars, but like for like Japanese cars, I never seen those models. So I was like, so you see a bunch of these tuned cars, but then they'll clear the road and they have like Mario karts. So you see people like dressed like Luigi's and Mario and the Princess Peach, and they're just like racing down on go karts there. So it's like freaking sick, man.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah, it's nuts in Lecture
Okay.
Town.
So guys, so we're gonna end it here.
We're gonna end it here.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're an
Alex?
asshole, Claudio. We could have ended it like whenever, man.
All right, fine. You want to go 4.5 hours? Fine. You know what? Let's go.
4
Peter.
hours? No, okay, we ended here. You're right.
Alex, so this is the part where you tell people who are listening, like if you have anything to plug in, like where can people find you, or when things open up, where can people come and find your Otaku Comedy show?
Oh, you froze.
Well,
a bit.
it's easy. It's not happening right now
I
because
know.
nothing's open.
I know. I just like to point out that the Alex
So
froze at
the internet,
he's-
yeah. So his internet
That's
fucked
super
at the
bad.
precise moment we really need him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But
Maybe
you know what? I'll
someone
talk.
can take over.
Just
like, you guys know.
just fucking plug his stuff, and if he
Yeah,
comes
that's
back,
on you.
you'll
Okay,
be
so
able to
if you go to Pornhub, you're gonna see
Yeah.
on the hentai
the
section.
the hentai section is basically the pimp of that.
Yeah, there it
exactly.
is. Yeah, he's
But you know
running
what?
that show.
Yeah, but once Otaku Comedy
Oh,
comes
he's back.
back,
He's
oh,
back.
he's
He's
back.
back.
He's back. He's back.
He's back. Claudio.
That's what I'm
Claudio.
doing. Okay,
One
go ahead.
person at a time.
Sorry, go ahead,
Right.
Alex. Plug your stuff in.
Oh, hi. Sorry about that.
No worries. No
Oh,
worries.
that's cool. Pay your bill though.
I mean,
no,
like,
don't worry. Yeah.
like, what am I doing at the moment?
Like plug yourself, or like where can people come find you? And once
Yeah.
everything opens up, where can
You
where
have
can
any
they
Yeah.
see you?
projects?
Yeah.
I'm not really doing anything at the moment, but like once the clubs start opening up again and we're like able to do live comedy, like we're gonna try to do more Otaku Comedy shows. So
Yay.
we have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So come check us out, Otaku Comedy Show.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Other than that, I'll be doing some more shows as well as soon as I can.
Yeah,
And,
cool.
hopefully the occasional podcast here and there. That'd be nice.
Cool. So,
So,
no,
uh,
Alex, when we have our DirtyFour open mic back and I have my offbeat, you're gonna come on it, man. Because this was awesome. This was really awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you heard that, follow Alex at Otaku Comedy, even Andrew Cardazzi. And folks, for us, this has been it. We do this every Sunday night at 8:30. And then check us out. We do a lot of things every single week. And folks, have yourselves a nice night. And we'll see you Tuesday night for DirtyFour in French. Alex, thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.
And to everybody who was watching on
life.
Facebook and YouTube, thank you very much. Have yourselves a good night and a good week. We're
Bukaki
outta here, everybody.
champions.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.